Alright.
How's my... Oh.
How's your what? How's your anaconda?
I was... No.
Because your anaconda don't. Yeah. Wait.
Stop believing.
I'll think about it. No, I don't like that one.
You didn't think hard enough? Oh no, the stand has blotted out your face.
Oh, no. It hated my face.
And thus Vincent and his whole heart were removed from the equation.
Beach Island. I'm just trying to find good soundtrack in the old Persona.
There we go.
Trying to find a good one. Well, still happy to have you here.
Yeah.
So hello everyone. So people on my side are on mute because timer thingy ain't worth diddle, and now I'm just trying to find a soundtrack real quick.
Ah. Ooh. I'm swapping these particular color palettes because I've come to the conclusion that no one will see what I am trying to do, and thus the entire purpose of it will be null and void.
Me too. Oh. Let's see. I'm looking.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, these aren't really that. I'll just do
That worked.
Yeah. Thank you. People not telling me to, I'll just do this one. No, not that one. How about...
Can I be seen better by everybody? Yeah, it's deep and dark enough.
Let's see. I'm glad to be here, but for Fangy, he might get popped. Oh. Don't worry. Sakura's the voice of reason.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Sakura, be the voice of reason.
I don't like this job at all.
I believe in you.
But my voice has no reason.
Exactly. Sakura can't help him, apparently. You have no power, apparently.
Things I've been told before.
Alright, that's fair enough. Alright. So I'll just go into the podcast side. Yeet. Hello, everybody. Hi, bro. Aw. Hi, Brobo Tendi. Sakura is very delicious.
I am not, and who is slandering my name?
I am.
How dare you?
Easily.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'll do basic introductions once your side is ready.
I'm pretty sure that if I do anything else, I'm definitely going to break something that is very important for what we're doing. So
it's fine. I should just give it a nickname on your side.
What about nickname?
Just a nickname since you're doing the lemonade stand on your side.
My lemonade stand stays.
The sweet and sour story.
No one's redeemed it, so I tell no stories.
Damn.
Only facts.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
You're about to get into some facts.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we kind of are, yeah.
And go for it.
All right, so we're at least in a good pace, so that means we can now begin. Up. Oh shit, that's turned off. Sorry, Vang. Everything's turned off. I need to actually fix that now. Son of a bitch. I gotta turn these stuff back off. Oh no, something fell on my head. There you go.
My lemonade.
Your lemonade. Oh, that's why.
I'll just put my lemonade on the TV. This is fine.
Okay, so
Yeah, that works. That's where lemonade goes, right? Right, everybody?
yeah, 100%. I can't believe I've turned this like on for Fortnite to just turn it back off. It's fine. I wish there was like a group button. Refund. I'll think about it. I'll think about it, Fang. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, I'll give you a refund.
No refunds at the lemonade stand.
No refund. This tastes like butt. Refund for you.
That's the special ingredient. No refund.
Oh my god. Okay. Now I can do the thing. Hello. Well, welcome once again to another episode. We literally just only had one episode, and it's been a hot minute. So things and stuff have happened, but we're back here again. So welcome everyone. I am your host, and this is my co-host SakuraAfro. What?
Hello. I'm actually known as Purple Frog 1149. Pleasure to do business with all of you. That's right. I've been living a lie this entire time, but it's finally time to unveil the fact that I'm a purple frog.
You know, I don't know why I don't like. It's hard to believe you.
Hard? Hard lemonade?
That is a brand, yes. But, so today we at least come at you once again with some lovely conversations, topics. So, as always, we try to do at least a little system where we at least have a back and forth. Also, my chat's not working fucking again. I hate...
Not again.
Chat broke. It did the broke. Whatever. Oh, there it goes. Alright, it's fixed. Never mind. I just had
You got it?
Yeah, Streamlabs is just stupid. Alright.
Yeah.
So, as like previously, we will at least go having a take turns on subjects that interest us in the currently. And yeah, but first things first is always the major question. Let me. I lost.
Are you gonna ask him the question of the day?
Do we have that?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Should. Okay. All right. I'll just call it QOD. Quad.
Yeah. Question of the day.
What should be the question of the day? I didn't think this far ahead.
Don't worry, Vincent. Now let me get my papers because I'm panicking.
It's fine.
Honestly, the question of tonight, because I don't know if it's today for everybody else, is
and for what it's worth, yeah. And for what it's worth, we don't know when they're gonna be listening to this because this will be re-uploaded on the YouTube, and eventually it'll be made into its own like Spotify thing if I'm lucky. So
that'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be cool. But I'd have to at least do some shoulder rubbing and beg on Patreon because I like money. But
Patreon begging. Oh yeah.
or something like that. We do a little Patreon wall that's like a wall of thank yous, being like, thank you! Your funding actually supports this thing. And it'd be cool. So question of the day is, how are you all doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess honestly that's the best thing to just ask. To just check on people's well-being is the common. And then and then we'll at least hop into topics, and then I'll let Sakura go first. So I hope everyone's doing well. Once again, podcast bi-weekly, every Tuesday, as we mosey on down back into the forest with a microphone, and the creepy lady down by that bench. Don't look at her.
Don't do it. Just look at our lemonade stand. Just over here.
I looked once, then I woke up.
Oh, you woke up? Man, couldn't be me.
So, alright, that was question of the day. Alright, Sakura, what's your first topic?
So, honestly, I want to discuss a little thing that I've been thinking about. More so now because I had our previous conversation earlier today about it. They're still going around with these like super old children's either toy or card game, and like that's still a thing, and they've somehow successfully managed to keep that flow going, not just in Japan but just like worldwide. And I just want to discuss that because I don't know if any of you know, right?
I'm just gonna call. Should I call it reused toys at this point?
They're not reused though if they're new.
I call it repurposed because it's the same idea.
The brand is reused, but the thing is somewhat new. Their hair is different. It's always different.
Oh yeah, because the stupid name that you found.
Yep.
I'm
so
just gonna call it reused
Beyblade,
brand.
The Bakugans, the Digimon, the Pokemon, especially the Pokemon.
Oh, the one that people forget, Monster Rancher. Don't forget Monster Rancher.
Have they redone that?
They did they reported it to Steam so you can play 1 and 2. Yeah. You gotta love that rehash.
And no giggles, the lemonade is not free. Everybody has to pitch in.
We like money here.
We can't give the lemonade away for free.
We do need to pay bills. I will sell out. I don't give a fuck. Give me money. I like money.
Every sponsor, please share your energy with us. And hello, Fufu.
We like money here to pay bills and other things. Hello.
And other things. Give me lemonade. No, Angel Love. You pay like everybody else. Everybody pays money.
Oh, and yeah. So wait.
No worries.
Tell me the title of that fucking rehash use of. No,
I'll tell you, and I'll post it for everybody. So everyone, I'm just gonna put this in the chat really quick for all of you. But here's what the new Yu-Gi-Oh is called. Are you ready? I hope you're ready.
Was it? I think it's also associated to another thing where it involved marbles and shooting at each other. Because I don't know why I had a deep vision.
Yeah.
Just now, whenever the word reused happened, it was like a vision. What the fuck was it called?
How deep is your vision?
It involved watching the video game. I mean, the show that was called something else than what it's called now. Shit. It was a toy. It was on the CW.
Found it. Here you go.
Anime.
There you go, folks. Go look that up at your leisure if you wish.
Oh my god, Sucker, you're gonna be upset. Sucker,
What?
you're gonna be upset. So that thing you showed me
Yeah.
is a rehash of a different anime.
Is it?
Yeah, look.
That's not Beyblade?
No, look. Because it involves shooting marbles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh!
It's Beat-em-on! Yeah, it might be associated to be. Wait, Beat-em-on at least also had a sequel. Yo!
So I was wrong, folks. Beyblade did not get a new thing. We're looking at Beat-em-on the whole time. But also, yeah, no, that's the new Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I
You
mean,
see the subtle difference that they put in there? The little spin?
yeah. I
Now
ain't.
it's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Everything nowadays is mixing together. Also, that knockoff Beat-em-on, it do be looking like Dr. Wily be rocking the background here, being like, "Yeah, I'm an asshole."
Wiley. Oh
Uh,
my gosh.
I
Yo,
forgot
that's
I
either
could post
Dr.
links
Wily
and
or
shit.
Eggman really slimmed down after the Jim Carrey incident.
Oh my god. Did you know? Oh wait. Did you know Jim Carrey is planning on retiring after the Sonic 2 movie?
What?
Yeah, there was an interview, and Jim Carrey was like, I'm just satisfied. I'm gonna retire. And it's like,
Now I have to
yo,
watch that movie.
that is his. That he openly admits that this is his last thing, and he's gonna retire. And because they did an interview with all the actors, and Jim Carrey was one of them, and he was like, yeah, no, this is gonna be my last one. And I'm like,
What a crazy one to go out on.
listen, I guess honestly, that is a good way to go out instead of a shitty movie and be like, all right, I'm retiring.
Mm-hmm. They could have pulled a Bruce Willis and did that space movie.
Oh, okay, now I have to tell you what happened to Bruce Willis.
Share.
So, he obtained a illness where he has to be forced to retire to prevent him from actually speaking comprehensive language.
Right. You mentioned that. It's like he's gotten into, what was it, dementia?
It's not called dementia. No. Dementia is like whenever you, you forget and you don't even know what the fuck's going on. This is literally a mental health where something's in your brain and you fail to at least comprehend what people say, and whenever you try to say something, it's just absolute gibberish.
Oh.
Yeah, it is literally it literally TKO'd a man without even needing to go in the wrestling ring, and I'm like, god damn.
Jeez.
I'm just like,
if you find the term for it, let me know.
Alright, I'm gonna look it up actually while we're doing this.
Okay.
Bruce.
But yeah, it's really a strange phenomenon that they can still keep going with trying to resell these items as opposed to like making new brands under this, the same company or whatever the case may be. There's still Yu-Gi-Ohs, there's still friggin' Beat-em-ons apparently, there's still Beyblades, there's still Bakugans. I thought that was dead actually, I thought nobody bought that, but they're still around.
They're still at it.
There's still various card fights of the Vanguard variety, much more low-key than Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Tries to outshine everyone and everything.
I mean, that's nothing new. That it also, see, that's your first thing. It's associated to Konami.
I just find it interesting. It is the fact that these things haven't really died. They've only adjusted their demographic. Yeah. Whereas it's not really cool for, the oldies, those of us who started off with like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Also, I found the term, by the way. Back to the Bruce Willis.
Glass of hair. We don't sell hair here.
So, apparently, Bruce Willis has aphasia.
Aphasia.
Yeah, it's, I'm double checking the term because I gotta go back a step. So, aphasia is a language disorder that affects a person's ability to communicate. It can occur suddenly after a stroke or head injury or develop slowly from growing brain tumor or disease. So, since he's getting grandpa age, well, he's been grandpa age for a fucking long time, and he has suffered a stroke before. That's now has been getting to him, so he has to force retire.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But
How about one butt Cheeto from Vivint? Nope, can't sell that here. We cannot sell that here. We sell lemonade and only lemonade.
So now,
but we also have lemonade infusions. We have various tropical drinks that involve lemonade, but wait a minute, now y'all, I'm also... Listen, we're all old in our own varying eras, but the important thing is that we can continue spitting on the new guy.
To be fair, that means we'll outlive Bruce Willis. I ain't gonna lie. This is the cold truth. We outlived Bruce Willis, and he's at least survived in Die Hard.
True. We have not all collectively died hard, so there's that.
I mean,
A fan of lemonade, but throw some strawberries in it all. I can't do that. You know this, foo-foo. If I don't put lemonades in it, I can't give it to you.
but as to the subject in hand, I think it's just because realistically, all of them are just dumbed down games that people can understand. Okay, except for Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just because people like card games. Like, no matter what year it is, people are gonna enjoy card games. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, it's the golden rule.
The Magic, the Gatherings, the Shadow Run, not Shadow Run, the Shadow
Shadowrun.
Verse, the Shadow Verse.
the Hearthstone.
The Hearthstone. They're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I'm for it. If people like them, then keep going. Why not? I kind of got out of the game, out of the business, just because it's not as fun anymore. You know?
I mean, okay, that just means you've hit that age of just being done with it, though.
I'm just tired of this.
Congratulations.
Back in my day, we played one card, monster came out, monster died, and the game was over.
Oh, I'm looking at TikTok nowadays, and I see, like, these instant kill one move decks. That's not even the stupid dumbass Exodia drawing thing. Nah, it's Link summoning, and then there's even a stupid spell card that's like, oh, by second turn, if you counter this, you lose.
Yep.
That is it. That's just the card. It's just this. I'm like,
right.
I'm so upset.
Okay. All right. Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll get you that bottle for free, but I'll just write lemonade as the brand. That way I can sell it to you. It's
also,
easy.
That Cheeto's not going in my butt.
Gosh darn, Angel.
I ain't taking anything in my
lacing my
posterior.
lemonade with my own hair. I refuse.
Or anything with my posterior. I like my butt not to be stabbed. Thank you. I appreciate the less of the butt stabbing. Oh yeah, sure. Of course, Glitchy. On the house.
Abso-friggin-lutely. Wait, what'd you just say about on the house?
What? No, nothing. Yeah, Glitchy, you're gonna pay.
Why are you winking?
What? I'm not doing that right now.
Gotta load my shotgun with malicious intent. Careful selling my product for free.
Hey, I'm the advertising market. Yes, my brain
You
is.
over here giving out free samples? It's a full glass.
Oh God, makes me think about whenever you give people free samples, like, at like malls or just stores or shit like that, and then whenever you try to at least get another one, it's like one per customer, and then there's people like that. Like I've seen shit like horror stories where people are like, meh.
Man, I used to like it hasn't happened lately. This is like way back, like 2014 type stuff. But
Yeah.
once upon a time, at I think maybe it was either friggin' Walgreens or maybe a Walmart. It was one of those giant like warehouse like stores, and there's this guy out there that he was selling before they caught like really caught fire and just took off. They were like these little packet drink things, like the powdered packets and whatnot.
Yeah.
They were this off-brand as opposed to the regular stuff that people got, which were like at the time Minute Maid had got into the business, and I think that was like the major one. And I think it was between Minute Maid having the powder drinks and Nesquik having the powder drinks. That was the period of time in which I was like, okay, this is like the big thing. But they were like these small little, they almost look like what is it? They almost look like the kind of containers that you would put ointment in. You know, like those small.
Oh, like the little squirt ones where you just
Yeah.
squeeze and it'll just squirt out?
They're basically that small.
Yeah.
And they tasted real different. It was like if you took the concept of making just a
Kool-Aid?
very high, like a high sugary drink, but it's quote unquote supposed to be healthy.
So cool. That's all I know. I
with
see
more
that.
chemicals.
I love my chemicals, didn't you know?
It was an experience. Let me just say, I never want to have it again.
I mean, that's fair enough.
But then it just kind of like stopped. After a while, it was done.
I think it was because it became a part of society after a point that you don't notice it anymore, because the powdered drinks and stuff like that started to be more of a constant on shelves instead of being sold on them. You probably at least saw it because someone probably bought it at a store and they were trying to at least sell it for cheap, because that's usually a business practice of if you try to at least sell it at a lower price and people look at low prices being like, oh, that's cheap, and the other person that's desperate for money is, well, desperate.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it could have been that, but all I know is consistent. Like, you know, it's a weird process, but I did look into it for the sake of having alternate hustling. And one of them is just to buy a bulk of stuff and resell it at like a different website. So like if you go to Costco, buy a bunch of shit and then use it online to sell that. It might be slightly illegal if you don't have a certain license, but you know, Amazon has a lot of people that do it anyways, because fuck you.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Because, you know, they literally make that as an option that you can just start selling in their on their Amazon page. And honestly, if you just do that as a side hustle, it's just, you might need to have a P.O. box at that point then. Okay, but what was it? Oh, yeah. So yeah, like, your Beyblade's basically old-time spinning tops. I remember back whenever I was in...
Bay wheels.
Yeah, God. That was a thing. I hated that because, you know what? I remember there was the dumbest toy where it was a Beyblade that hit a launcher to shoot out a Bay wheel, and the Bay wheels were supposed to clash that way. But the Beyblades themselves that you were supposed to launch and hit the Bay wheels were cheaper, crappier quality from the advertisements. I never bought it because I'm not an idiot. I spent my money on normal Beyblades, and then whenever they got replaced by the Metal Force crap, I ended up buying online Beyblades because I was like, these suck! I want my old style one that I can recklessly throw a Beyblade to a wall.
Gotta rip this apart real quick. Carry on.
Oh, okay. What are you breaking?
I'm breaking someone's vodka.
Oh.
And I'm making it my own special drink that will definitely only be lemonade. Wink. Nudge.
Yeah.
It's only lemonade. Ha 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 ha, friends.
God damn it.
Anymore.
Yay.
Look, it's just eBay, alright? It's just eBay mechanics.
I get my booze. But, yeah, no, so... Honestly, it's okay. I don't say this to be mean. I say this to be very much being, like, on point with the idea of... If you entertain the simple part of the mind, it is the easiest thing to attract people. I'm not going to lie. Like,
we are often easily entertained by many things.
Like video games, yes.
Like video games.
Like, in all honesty, remember during the era, I forgot when exactly, but whenever fidget spinners started popping up out of fucking nowhere?
Oh, yeah.
That was like the weirdest thing to me. I was like, the fuck is that? It just rotates, and then meanwhile people are like, hee. And I know it was good for people that had ADHD and whatever, but for me, at the time, it was just weird. It was foreign to me. But I was like, you know what? If you're buying it, cool. I ain't judging you. Much. Until they went into memes and then also Minions.
Ah, Minions.
Minions. Oh god, that's still alive. Never forget.
Yeah, no, Minions still exist.
And they're still
people
running
still love
strong.
them.
I don't understand.
They just love Minions. You
Minions.
can't stop them. I mean, you
Yo,
could, but it's a lot of effort for something that'll just come back once you look away.
I like Minions though. I'm sorry. I look at Minions and then I look at people that try to post funny haha memes on Facebook.
We're almost done here. We're almost done making this. Lemons. Yeah, that's what this is. It just has lemonade in it. That's all.
Oh my god.
Nudge, wink, wink, nudge. Just flip this upside down. Listen, if you don't flip it upside down, you're not trying hard enough.
Just gotta keep flipping. But no memes though. They're out here reaching to be funny. Oh yeah, no, they outstretch to be like, oh, it's funny, but in reality, everyone's looking at it like, yeah. And then people start using those Facebook memes to be like ironic funny, being like, it's so bad, it's funny.
There you go. How's it look?
Yes, magnifique. Je le sais pas.
There you go.
Like, in all honesty, like, just reusing things. Like, no, in reality, reports are just reused brands.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. Because that also... Oh my god, we're digging deep into this. We're just digging deeper. Deeper known as... Dang it, I can't see it over here because I'm on my phone. Oh no.
It's all good.
It's not on my side, it's Sakura's
there.
side.
Yeah, it's over here.
It's over on Sakura's lemonade stand. My side's not lemonade, it's podcast.
You're podcasting, and while you're podcasting, I stole your TV, found the camera, and now I'm just putting it over here on lemonade stand.
That's not even a camera! That's a prompt!
It's a camera prompt.
God damn
it
it.
tells me secret words.
It tells me
No one else can see it, but there's a lot of words on that thing. The TV, however...
Kill John Lennon! I can't believe they brought that back. Fucking... Oh god. Actually, speaking of rehashing, that's what TikTok is in a nutshell. I'm not gonna lie, Chief. Just rehashes old jokes, but then have different people reenact it. Which I can respect, but at the same time, no. I like some of the haha funny memes, but it's like...
Talking about a haha funny meme. Death games are a haha funny meme.
Oh my god. Damn it, that also associates with the fucking killing games too. God damn it. Especially, you know what, we're merging topics.
Let's do it.
So, there is an old manga that I read that more recently got a released anime, and it is called Tomodachi Game. So, you're wondering, alright, what is it about? Well, as the title goes, it is a game about friendship. And also how well you can trust your friends. It was actually, let me see how old it was, because all I know is I read it back in the day. Tomodachi. And it's just basically one of those games where you pay to get in, and then you and a group of people try to at least figure out, alright, we're gonna figure out who we can trust, who we not trust. Loser basically goes into crippling, unbearable debt. Because, you know, everyone likes crippling, unbearable debt. Oh, shit!
Unbearable. Crippling. Why?
Oh, real talk. So, apparently, the manga series was originally made in 2013 of December. But it actually had a drama adaptation and 2 live-action films premiered around 2017. To now get an anime. Huh.
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 Makes about as much sense as anything else.
Yeah. I mean, that order of operations, though, sheesh.
They have so many of those games where it's just about it's a mental battle royale, and it's always dumb because they can't balance the drama
Yep.
with a decent and understandable story.
Yeah.
And characters that are complex and not one-dimensional trash cans that you're just like, all right, I can't wait for you to fall down a flight of stairs and break your ankles or something. I don't know.
See, I get the intentions of writers whenever their intentions are, oh, we're here to teach you morals. Oh, here's the moral compass of the story. Oh, this is the character. It's just like, it's how you direct and guide the characters in your story that can either help or hurt. And killing games are usually one of them because they always have to make it where the main character pulls something out of the ass, warp the personality of the main character, so they kind of do what Tokyo Ghoul did, or replace them with someone on the side, or at least make a new sequel that involves someone else, but it's the same fucking killing game. Just any kind of dark game. Oh, woo. That sounds like some folks might not be homies after the game's over. No!
No, they're
no.
enemies, if not dead.
Straight up, you end up in absolute crippling debt. Let me see. It was... How much did they force people to go into debt? It was like... For at least for the Tomodachi game, you'd be like... 200,000 in debt.
Gosh.
I think it was 200 million in debt. Oh, no, we don't talk about that hot shit.
I mean, if we're talking about Tomodachi game, Squid Game, Darwin's game.
Okay, well,
King's game.
Okay, no, we don't talk about that one. That one's actual hot trash. Don't give me that. By the way, it's a curse. That's also a program. That's a virus.
We're not even finished. All right, we get really in there. Get Danganronpa in there. Just sit at the top.
Okay, I'll let it sit at the top, but I'm gonna praise Danganronpa because at least it had some sense of humor. You had haha funny with your "I'm going to kill you."
Haha funny is Squid Game.
No, the haha funny is whenever they pulled the trigger on someone. That was the closest thing to humor to that, and also. Someone admitting fucking a dead body and just like, ugh! We came in together, then we're gonna be in debt together. Yeah, no, it was that was actually an option that you could literally lose the game and still be in debt together. But more people cared about literally trying to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Tomodachi game. You would be able to get out of the game and be able to pay the debt. But sadly, you had to betray someone no matter what. Or at least work together and have it equal out. Because literally, the first game was a question game. Your first game was a question game. And honestly, they tricked everyone being like, oh, hey, by the way, you get to make up the question, but if you say no, you get half of what you originally owe on your debt. And then everyone, guess what they did? Do you think they said yes? Because if you say yes once, you progress to the next fucking round. No one did until they at least they left the first fucking episode on a cliffhanger. And you know what they left it on? Are we gonna still be friends after this?
Oh my god.
the biggest fuck you question in a fucking who wants to go into debt kind of game in Tomodachi game. And
who wants to win some debt?
And the main character finds a workaround with one of the rules being like, oh, if it's related to the question, I get to at least speak. If you speak, you go further into debt. That's not associated to the topic. It's
also, give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Got a backflip.
Sakura's backflipping. He doing the chihuahua. Don't worry, please hold everyone, as we'll always keep your lemonade nice and cold. nice and tasty. I don't know, sweet. Whatever you want. Listen, if it's that bad, we're gonna hit the host roll together. See, you'd think that, but every time, whenever they do this type of those kind of those type of stories, it tries to show you that who do you really trust, and it also makes you question the values of quote unquote friendships. Are they actually trustworthy? Are they actually are they like, are they someone you can depend on? Just like those hard-hitting questions. Well, it sounds like these folks were real friends to begin with. Yep. But that was literally the writer being like, oh, make sure to at least know your friends before you know people that are trying to be out here trying to play you. Because there's been so many fucking just quote unquote games. Let me see. There was another one that was really fucked up that I read, and it involved like trapping these people in a locked up school, no windows, no nothing, and they had to figure out a way to at least survive. There's no food, there's no evil person there. It's just they're stuck with each other, and first thing that happens is just bad stuff happens. I'd be mad reading a manga, Lamel, over here cussing the characters out. Yeah, but no, it made sense. It makes sense. Let me see. Dark manga killing game. What was it? Wait. Okay, it's not Doubt. It was. I'm out here looking for at least. Are you Alice? No, that's a different killing game. Rabbit Doubt. No. Darwin's game was. Alice in the Borderlands was actually. So, oh, that's another killing game. Alice in the Borderlands, where you had to do a bunch of mini games to collect playing cards. And if you have a full set, you'd be able to, get out. When are you gonna game again? Off topic. Whenever we at least find availability. Honestly, it's just been usually having been trying to find days. I liked Alice in the Borderlands. Yeah, me too. That story was also killing games. If you think about it in retrospect. But at least it was a well-written one because they like to go in depth with human emotion. And I like that. I like my psychological horrors. Ooh, and another one that's actually has a live-action horror that I was looking into was called God's Game. Or Kamisama no Irutori. Where that one actually had a live-action. I thought that was really dope. The story got stupid. Oh, the trash one. Osama Game, which is King's Game Sakura was talking about. That one was hot garbage. Life is Money was... Did Real Account ever finish? Like, woo, I ugly cried watching Alice in the Borderland. Yeah, especially with the one scene, I was so sad. Oh my god. There's a bunch of them. Another one that's actually a really fucked up one is literally referring to the topic of YouTubers and stuff like that. And it was called DeadTube, where you had to do some crazy, really fucked up shit to maintain a certain amount of interest in this series, that if you didn't maintain the interest of an audience and or value of it, you would lose. And losing also means you would go into debt. You'd at least be revealed your secrets. Wait, let me see. DeadTube is a website where users can upload graphic videos, be it violence or sexual. More graphic the video on DeadTube, the more successful the video does. The competition to earn views does not make DeadTube game, however. The rules and prizes, on the other hand, do. The video with the top views on DeadTube receives cash prizes of 10 million yen. With this kind of prize on the line, it's almost impossible to resist the temptation to enter. Of course, every game has its winner and losers, and in DeadTube, a loss is more than just a mark on your record. In the game, the loser is forced to pay the fees and crimes of the winner. If someone starts one of DeadTube's weekly games and decides not to participate, they are immediately considered a loser for that week. With such promising rewards and severe punishments, it's no wonder that DeadTube, the video's graphic content, continues to increase as the game continues. It's like, oh, is this a manga? Yeah, it is known as DeadTube. It's gross because it really goes a dark and gross route where even the main character's family is not safe. And it gets weird. It really gets weird and dark. Oh my god. Yeah, it goes into some subjects I do not like to refer to, especially on podcasts. That does in fact make me actually uncomfortable whenever manga... Here's the thing about that. Manga writers are fucking weird whenever they go into those subjects. And I know it's so that they can be like, oh, hey, yo. Makes you have to think and then make you want to beat up the bad people. But still, bro. It's always so gross whenever you want to see writers try to at least go into that level of... like, you have to... Hello, Wingsaber! Yeah, Vincent, long time no see. How you been doing? I've been doing well. We're just currently doing a podcast. Currently, Sakura had to step away, so I'm looking for certain killing games because we're referring to reused brands, which led into even reused stories and reused subjects, and one of them was killing games, so that was really going to be one of my topics for food for thought. Because it's always interesting how a writer tries to go and makes you question, what is the more right ground in your perspective? Does this person deserve to die? Kind of thing. It makes you think and wonder about that. And then... okay, betrayals upon betrayal. Okay, yeah. So that one's referred to Tomodachi. Learning Liar Game. That's another one. Battle Royale. That old Japanese one. Yo. Some of these mangas won't be turned into anime series. You are correct. There's some that eventually got live actions, though. There are some that even manhwa actually have. Like, more of the more popular ones that I now can pop over to webtoons as prime examples. Either be like manhwa or even manga. Like, apparently... Tomodachi Game had like 2 movies. I mean, live action movies. It's a matter of if a director can get a publishing company to allow it to be released. Kind of like how some people released like the Japanese Battle Royale, and then it got English-fied. I'm not surprised because even another one that is called God's Game ended up becoming a Japanese live action movie that and I read the fuck ton of the God's Game, Kami-sama no Irotori. Honestly, to me, I love the art style. Story kind of fucked, but you know, I need someone to pick up anime gangsta already. Yeah, sadly. I wish someone, or at least someone else to at least write it. You know what? It may sound fucked up. But if you can't give me closure, at least let someone else that knows how to write give it. Because it sucks. Sorry for being in your last 2 streams. I wanted to pop by and then head in and say hello, but my wife started to get sick. No, not a problem. Please always make sure to take care of yourself and your significant other. Your life and your well-being is honestly a bigger priority than needing to at least come to show up anywhere. Cage of Eden. Cage of Eden was the thing. That was a show. 6,000. That wasn't. I'm looking. What is like, you know, I don't say this to just be heartless towards like the writer, and I know some people will have that emotional sentiment of being like, yo, that's disrespectful to the writer, but I'm like, hey, yo, did you know Astro Boy had a writer? And they also proceeded to replace, after good old writer of Astro Boy or Blackjack or any of those older series ended up coming to a close. But then they're like, no. We need more story, you see. We need more soup. Especially if a company has ownership over story, they can at least assign someone as the writer for the series. It's just a matter of that, in all honesty. So, you know, gotta at least have those details. Let me see. I'm trying to find... dark psychological? Monster Death Notes. Locked. And... I'm trying to find this one. Because I like my horror, like, manga. So it gives me, like, it kind of fuels me, even though I'm a big baby back bitch in terms of, like, watching stuff or playing certain games. That'll at least be a baby back bitch involved in that. But I'll still enjoy it, no matter how, like, how creepy and or how spooky it could be. God, I'm just trying to find this one. I'm just trying to find this horror, like, this dark manga one. Because there's Dead Days. That's a manga. Am I lost in operations? All of us are dead. Ooh, that one wasn't a bad zombie one. Your Throne, I don't care about. Dark Blood, no. Bastard was actually a good manga. Let's see. Well, later, everyone. I gotta go tuck the kids into bed and get ready for work in the morning. And sorry I can't say it. No, perfectly fine. Please do take care of yourself. Your health and happiness is very important to me. So if you cannot stay, I'd rather at least have you be able to take care of yourself first things first. Because, you know, we all live one life. Even if people at least have the excuse, but maybe there's reincarnation, or it's like, no. We live one. We're not aware if we can live more than one. Enjoy it. Do the shit that makes you happy. Even though there's some stuff that won't make you happy. Do what you can, especially if you want to be with someone. Be happy with someone. Always strive. Always strive for that shit. I'm trying to find the shit I was looking for. No, Uzumaki was weird. Tokyo Ghoul I don't care about because that's not really a real horror. Berserk was actually pretty fucking dope, especially since it's over now. The Drifting Classroom, I don't know about. I can't remember what the anime was, but it was just this really fucked up one where one of the dudes bad touched a chick, but then the main character eventually had an opportunity and grabbed, like, fell off of, like, a rail from a staircase, got this, I think, scarf or something like that around the dude's neck, jumped off, proceeded to choke the man out, and his neck went pop. That was the type of shit that was like, yo, that's fucking dark. I fucking adore it. Not homunculus, nah. A good night, Poon Poon. Ooh, Evil Flower was a very twisted one. Wait, is that? No, that's Battle Royale. I'm trying to find these. But it eventually led into cannibalism, and it was just like, ugh. Ooh, Frankenfran wasn't that bad. Mirai Nikki, Gans, Gothgyo, Hideout, Higajima, no. Ichi the Killer, wait, Ichi? Oh, that's weird. That's a weird one. Damn it. It is one of those dark. I'm just gonna at least put up dark manga. Give me good dark manga, not. I respect. Don't get me wrong. I respect Berserk. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's dead too. There's I Am Hero. The Virgin Extinction Island. What the fuck? Everybody bodied virgin man in Japan dies by the age of 18 unless they get laid. What the fuck? Itaden, gods must protect humans from demons to any means possible. Gambling apocalypse. Kaiji, skeleton soldier couldn't protect the dungeon. Seven Seas, nope. Fire punch, no. Human ranch. Ew, this is dark. What the fuck? What is this? No, that's I still never finished Lane. I was already like, what the fuck is happening in every episode? You know what? That's fair. Human. What? That's weird and gross. Ew. Also, that tarnishes the names of elves everywhere! Also, I'm curious about this one. Island Extinction Island. What the fuck? I don't care about the best, I'm looking for one. That's just the name. But, yeah, there's a lot of fucked up people out there that do these weird ass stories. I don't care. Elfin lead. Madoka Magic, obviously. Uzumaki is just a fucking weird. Ooh, Pet Shop of Horrors, the manga was pretty dope. Claymore. A lot of people forget about Claymore. Even though it was actually pretty cool. The art style stood out. Hellsing, obviously. Kuroshijuji or Black Butler. The Promised Neverland. Never actually finished that. Tokyo Ghoul, don't care. Dorohedoro. Dorohedoro. I remember my Alpha Lead. It was good and I liked Claymore. Yeah! Yeah! It was weird. Like, it had an interesting direction. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the concept of, you know, like, oh, only female were able to at least get the power of being a demon, and if dudes tried, they'd become a demon themselves. It's just, I did not remember much of it other than the art style was really beautiful, and how they made the characters. It's just, it was, yeah. It was really short, though. Yeah. And then the anime apparently made it a bunch of flashbacks instead of the current time. So people can understand. Oh, wait. Ooh, another messed up one was whenever there was a manga I read that involved a yokai from Japanese mythology, where it's the slit mouth woman. What's her name, man? Slit. Red Garden was odd. Yeah, a lot of them were odd. Oh, what the fuck is this one? No, that's not it. That's not it. There's some interesting one whenever you, like, go over the subject about, like, even Japanese related, yokai based stories too. They either make it cute or, like, terrifying. And they try to at least go with that. Trying to see. Damn, these people that try to make yokai sexy. Damn it, because they're supposed to be spooky and evil. Ah, yeah, whatever. Can't judge a book by its cover, I guess. But wait, hey, I don't know. I don't think I've seen Red Garden. Red Garden. It looks familiar. Oh, okay. I kind of wish we could do anime nights again. I couldn't be a part of last one that happened a long time ago. Yeah, sadly, as it goes, time and availabilities make things hard. Na, 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 na. And yeah, back to the subject until Sakura. It really does. Yeah. Also, it sucks just being older, and then you got responsibilities and yada yada yada. It is the disheartening, but you come back to it and be like, hey yo, you know, you gotta do what you can. I'm a shapeshifter. Oh, you're adulting, yeah. I've been lazy and I need to at least get my shit together. I'm a shapeshifter. In mind. What was I thinking to the topic? But yeah, no, it's interesting, especially how vast you can at least entertain the masses with the simplest of things. So Beyblades, spinning tops, marbles, beat 'em on, beat a something, playing with balls, Bakugan, card games with like balls. I'm trying to think what else really. As I have been stalling for a good time. About playing with the balls. Exactly, you just play with balls. I'm trying to think what else. Can't think of what else necessarily that would consist of that. That would have that. No. I don't know if Sakura will be able to at least add more, so we'll at least just go with that. But then. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. Brain is a brain. I'm trying to think what else to at least think about with it. So I'm trying to think what other series that necessarily had, because you know there was the Killing Games, there's like the Danganronpas, and then I'm a shapeshifter. Sorry, now I have this. Like I'm looking at stuff in the background, so it's quickly like popping into brain as I'm trying. I'm a shapeshifter. I guess even if you think about it, even the reports of, I mean, even with the reports, there's also returning characters. Like in Sonic, there's younger Sonic. Younger Sonic. People will just go be like, oh my god, my nostalgia. Or just even go to simpler games like Kirby. Kirby has been here the longest, and outside of the same old, Kirby just is able to consume things, either small or just absolutely stupidly large, and be able to get away with it. But that kind of contradicts itself, but I don't want to. Try. God damn it. I guess if you think about it in retrospect, Nostalgia itself is just redistributing content, and with the rebranding and reusage of the content, it's huge. Oh, that's cute model. I do hope everyone's at least doing well today, chilling, relaxing, vibing. As yeah, once again, always reiterating, podcasts will always be bi-weekly once we can, and then find excuses for other stuff. Some of the stuff you mentioned I've never watched or played, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, stuff like I'm older than y'all. You know what? And that's fair enough, because, you know, it's not gonna always maintain that interest. The key thing about that, things that have survived till like now, it has to maintain that level of interest or peaks interest that will that'll always come to mind. So this. Oh wait, I already read that. And so it kind of leads back into at least maintaining that interest. I'll probably come back to this subject because some of the things I was into as a kid, y'all would be like, "What the fuck is that?" I mean, it depends because. It depends. So there's actually, since I'll at least go over my subjects and then we'll come back around with Sakura's. So I've been actually checking out some shows. One obviously was the Tomodachi game. Another one that was fucking depressing, but it was so adorable at the same time, was Kotaro Lives Alone. That anime was, my god, wholesomely depressing. Where it shows this kid that, you know, lives by himself. And the question is like, why? What happened? And obviously, well, you can tell. Shit happened, so he ended up living alone. And he tries, I think that was on my list. Yeah. It's pretty good, but it's also pretty fucking depressing. I liked it to the end, so there wasn't really anything bad about it, obviously. I feel like you could enjoy it in small snippets instead of trying to binge, I guess. Because really, it ended up being my background noise while I was looking at stuff, since I've grown a habit of just multitasking whenever I shouldn't. Because my attention span is like there, but at least I've been listening, and I'm like, this shit's depressing, yo. This shit's depressing. I love the characters, but this shit depressing. Don't hurt my baby boy. Don't hurt my baby boy Kotaro. He need not. You don't need to hurt my boy Kotaro. I think outside of that, and it goes over certain subjects, I think is a good place to at least put it, and also the maturity of it. I'm still sad about the one anime, the one anime that Cake shared with me. It was only 45 minutes, and it was beautiful, and my spirit hurt. Which one was that? Head pat. Pat. Aggressive. Damn it. No one has an aggressive head pat. Head pat. Give me head. There you go. Oh my god, why is there a weird ass image of an old man being pet? Elden Ring. Pet. By pet. Can't think. Hotaru Hibi no Mori. Oh? Oh? Oh, it's the sad one about the mask. It took off his mask. I mean, disappears and all that. Oh. Oh? Oh, for a moment I thought I heard Sakura say something. I think it's because since I'm rambling. That one messed me up. You know what? That's fair. I'll just put this under the subject of weeb talk. Yeah, there you go. That's my discussion of weebin and hawking. Because, you know, especially if you get emotionally invested. It's just like, hey, yo, bet. That's the thing that sucks. Whenever writers know how to fucking mess with people's emotions. Being like, oh, I'm emotionally invested in this kid. No, they're traumatized. Oh, my sweet summer child. And then nothing comes. And, oh god, especially whenever you get mad enough. If there's like a show or an anime that doesn't give you closure like you wanted. Like, how was I that invested within 45 minutes, Lamau? Good writer, but dang. Yeah, especially if a writer knows how to mess with your heartstrings. Whew. They saying. Trying to see. What else did I more recently watch? No, not that. Because Kotaro was good. I already talked about Platinum N. I guess I watched the I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out. That was the very... it was okay. It wasn't really bad. It was just nothing refreshing, I guess. So it's kind of like generic. It wasn't really good or bad. It was just like, yeah. I still need to watch the Shenmue animation. Because, yo, Shenmue, though. And then they are even going to do the Tekken animated show. And I'm like, yo, hype. So watching a show about getting... Oh my god, I didn't know that. Yeah! They're gonna do it. It's gonna be a Netflix thing. It's like how, you know, if you want to go find your live actions, literally just go to Netflix. That's really your home. Tekken for real? Yay! It's gonna be not a live action, 3D animated one, and it's gonna be on Netflix. They better not mess it up. They're apparently, from what I've heard from a friend, doing it over the storyline of either Tekken 2 or 3. And then they're gonna go from there. So, it looked interesting, don't get me wrong. Oh, okay. Wait, let me see if I can find it, actually. I could probably just pop it up in the background. This one's probably, Tekken trailer. Alright, let's get it as a window capture source. So window capture. Just do that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And we'll just put it as a full thing for now. Now look at this. Oop. Don't mind all those tabs.
Alright.
Oh, welcome back.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Welcome back. So,
Thank you.
I kind of went on a tangent and then we kind of like hopped over. But was there anything you'd add for the I'll just put the trailer in the chat. But
Alright.
was there anything like relating? I mean, anything else to add to the subject of brain? Why are you being dumb?
Death games.
Death games.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, it was just, you know, and then it led into subjects like Dark Ones. There was like one manga, and how no matter what, even no matter how fucked up it is, it's probably gonna either get a live action or animation. I guess was my ending point there. I was just talking about what I watched more recently, like while you were away. So I talked about the anime. I think I told you about Kotaro Lives Alone. Where that shit's sad because it's literally just about a kid that's been abandoned. Well, yes, and also kind of no. It's darker than that. Well, no, it is.
Animation that looked like it came straight out of Shin-chan.
Yeah. Even though the weirdest thing is there's only like 2 characters you ever see with the same design as the main character, and outside of that, everyone has slightly different eyes. Like the kid, whenever I first watched the show, I generally thought the main character was gonna turn out to be like an alien or some shit, but he never did, and I was so upset. Also, spoilers, I guess, in that segment, but I'm not gonna add more to it other than that.
Alright, too much. You'll be hearing from the fan base.
No.
Someone was watching that hardcore. They're gonna stream it on Netflix. What have you done?
No.
You monster.
You know what's a show I kind of regretted watching? Like yesterday, early in the morning. The Girl from Nowhere.
Nowhere Girl?
Yeah, the show starts up with basically revenge. Like it's one of those revenge ones where, a girl that that just transferred in ends up threatening a dude that was being a predator to like high school chicks because he's like, I'm making a video of a yoga video, and ends up him trying to at least trick these young, innocent, stupid girls to be blackmailed so that he could do whatever he wants with them. And they basically show him tricking so many girls just because he ended up recording them and being like, you do as I say, or I'm going to release this to the public. And then she ends up getting full-blown revenge, and it's like the darkest shit, even though the last plot twist was stupid on the first episode. And I was like, I kind of regret watching this. Ew, creeper. Yeah. It was a Taiwanese drama, I guess, but they did it so well in a fucked up sense that the main female actress had the darkest laugh while watching this like dude that was the creeper just struggle, and she was like, if you get down on your knees, I'll tell you where your daughter is who's trying to get some. And then it led to him doing it. And then she does the most maniacal laugh I've heard in a while. And I'm like, hey, yo, this is generally creeping me the fuck out.
Jeez.
To the point where because apparently the dude wasn't smart enough to at least have backup or a place to delete it. Nah, let me save it on my fucking Apple computer and put a password behind it. But also, let my dumbass let this chick just know where I live, grab my cell phone, record me admitting to being a predator, to proceed to give all of that to a fellow teacher, have a daughter be do the dirty, so he was forced to be blackmailed to give all that information up, so that she could proceed to send this to a teacher that eventually ruined his life while his daughter ended up suffering. Okay, the plot twist at the end was like, she was so upset because she's like, oh, you're my role model. And then by the end of it, dude smacks her in the face just because she was not listening to what he said, and he's kind of a bigot. And he just like pops her. He's like, I wish you'd never born. And magically out of nowhere, a car hits her.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It was like, wait, what? What?
Jeez.
And kills her on the spot. And then you think, oh no, he's gonna suffer for that. Nah, fam. The girl turns in the recordings of the dude being a predator to all these other girls, and the police gets called. Right on. And then she spreads it to the news reporters, right? Then the police come, arrest his ass, and she washes him with the biggest shit-eating grin, and then disappears. And that's episode 1.
That's a lot in one episode.
Yeah. Well, because it was a Netflix show. That gives you, like, those long-ass, like, episodes. Like, 43 minutes.
So you say long episodes back at Castlevania. Gosh darn it.
Okay, I'm just saying. Castlevania is pretty good, though.
No. As a fighting show, great. Wonderful animators on board for that thing. Especially certain fights, crazy good. Leading towards the end of
Did you see the last fight, though? You gotta admit, that was a grow up for main character was.
Oh, absolutely. It just, it was ruined by the dialogue. Like a great bit. Like most of the dialogue, I think in Castlevania feels like it was written by a toddler.
Yeah.
Very angsty toddler. But,
okay, I ain't gonna lie.
The fights were
the side
great.
story was stupid, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing, okay, the one about the vampire sisters was the dumbest arc in the story. I said it. It's literally a dumb story arc. It is!
It was just as bad as the twin vampire hunters.
Yeah, that was
That was an experience.
That was a bad touchy moment. That was a bad touchy moment, and I'm like, ugh. Just so that they could develop Alucard as a character, being like, oh yes, I'm kind of jaded now.
I mean, he already was. He was absolutely batty, but past that point, he was not only batty, he was vengeful.
Yeah, that he had to.
Became Impaler for a second.
Yeah, but then they pulled him back in, being like, ha, stop that, you dumb bitch.
I feel like, for those of you who enjoy the show, plug your ears for a second. But I honestly feel like their ending was cowardly.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
did you want him to die?
Yeah, like that. The way they set it up, it worked out perfectly because I know that there's like a whole family of Belmonts that come after him that are just as iconic and just as like they have
would
their own
also
legend.
proceed to die anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, the Belmonts just they don't have they're not the Van Helsings.
They don't have a good track record, basically. No,
Yeah.
the Belmonts are the equivalent of the Helsing, just really extremely
More
negative
expendable.
luck. Yes. Which is, literally Trevor's fucking subplot. Oh, babe. Yeah. Oh, by the way, basically we are the unlucky.
They just nerfed a lot of the characters for a plot that could have benefited from them being these iconic characters from their game counterparts. Like, you could tell a different story. That's totally fine. You could try and make mortal these unkillable, respawnable characters. But at the end of the day, you can't make me believe that Alucard, who 100% stormed into Dracula's castle and killed him and all of his cronies himself, fought death itself, and definitely won, like, 3 games?
I mean,
it has a bad time dealing with anyone, really.
To be
whatsoever.
fair, he was baby. They made him a baby compared to his adult counterpart version.
Yeah, but I mean, how can you call a creature that can't age a baby? You know?
Easily. Whenever you at least look at Alucard from the animated show, he was very much baby until he ended up having to grow the fuck up. By the time he had to impale his daddy,
I don't
who
know how you
let
turn a
him, by
teenager
the
into
end.
an adult. I mean, an adult into a teenager though, in that weird frame set, because I mean, if they had made him like it was a younger Alucard, I could believe it because I still don't understand how he grew as like the half human versus the vampire. Like most of you is dead, but a lot of you is a lot. Weird stuff,
It's
weird science.
it's stupid because I think they kind of explained it where they allowed him to rapid grow or something. I don't remember subplot wise. All I remember is he was a giant man baby. And
Yeah,
then the only thing that was really good with the dynamic was Alucard and Trevor's back and forth. That was basically like the dynamic they were trying to do.
they shouldn't have split it.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense past a point. Like you wanted a weird like love story that honestly I've seen better done. I'm gonna say, or I'm gonna rip that bandit off in Twilight.
Wow, that's actually uncalled for. Twilight had the shittiest couple,
Yeah,
and you know that.
I know what I said.
That was
I'm
funny.
aware of
Those
it.
two talk so much ish. That was the thing. That was their dynamic. That's what
That was
literally
Only
whole point.
time in which it was good to have that childlike back and forth because of these two characters. One's just a bitter dude because his whole family was just wiped off the face of the earth, and
Also,
he's
he
not.
was never educated too. He was
Yeah,
he was bare minimum educated, might I add. He was disowned by their fucking like higher ups being like, "Oh, they're associated to demons." No, we are literally here to slay, not sexually, but defeat them.
looking at you, guts.
That ending though, I read the manga ending. That
Not
was
even the manga ending. The first stinking like chapters in the manga.
yeah,
It starts off with him just hunting
yeah.
demons, and there was that one, or the very iconic one. It was like, how'd he get this demon to kill him? Well, he slept with him. What? Yeah. Had to
No,
get the
don't even
definitive
remind me about the bad touch like section that they removed entirely from the super old one, where fucking baby guts is like, "Hey, my mom's dead, my dad's an asshole, and he also sold me to a guy," and it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
His dad was a douche.
Yeah.
All just
So
because
that's
he couldn't wear a wear a rubber, kid. Actually, wait, I think it was. The condoms couldn't have been established. So the closest thing they could would be like a weird ass horse leather
Ugh.
condoms. Ugh.
Don't want to know about it. Don't want to think about it. We move on. We move on. Point
Uh,
is, Castlevania suffered the series like trying to bring it because like I tried to look at it not from someone who knows a decent, not a great amount, but a decent amount about the games,
yeah,
and just look at it from like the standpoint of all right, they're using this as a backdrop to draw in more people and to put a different spin on these characters. I can understand that. I can get with that, but dialogue is very important in that. If you want to turn it into a talking thing, a thing that is driven by a
go to a
story,
visual novel then. I
story
don't care.
has to be good,
Pacing has to be decent.
and the dialogue has to match the tone. It didn't.
I
Not
wish
one.
it did more. I wish it honestly did more. And you know what?
Everybody talked like Trevor and Alucard, which was, I thought at first, just like them being giant man babies, and that's totally fine because you know it worked in
That's
friggin' Road to El Dorado, where there are these two dudes who just were very in the idea of get rich quick, and then they found the ultimate get rich quick scheme, and their whole thing is just growing up and
and
really
developing.
just like yeah, and becoming people that they could see themselves in the mirror and not look in disgust, and they were like moving in two different things, becoming something.
Yeah.
uh
I mean,
and where it came to Alucard and Trevor, it was just like, all right, that's these two, and they're still on their journeys like season one. This is fine. But then you flip it and everyone acts like them. Even Death himself, like, no.
Okay, I feel like their attempt is just so they doesn't, because okay, I get their attempt. Their attempt was simply so that they could have not have that overbearing, serious demeanor, because everyone eventually laughs at someone that tries to roleplay as I'm the serious character. You cannot stop me. I am the dickish of all dicks.
Yeah, they didn't have to make him that. They could have just made him silent. They could have just made Death silent.
Well, I think that's a 50-50.
He could work. He could work as a silent character.
He could, but they wanted to also give him that impending doom. Until they ruined it being like, hey, yo, let's also have humor in the last bit. Don't get me wrong.
The most important bit where it's supposed to be serious, though, Vincent. Where everything is like, this is it. This is the climax. They've been going towards this point. A dude literally took the man's parents and made a gosh darn homunculus out of them in front of him. Like, this is the build-up. This is the angry moment. This is where everybody's serious. No,
it tells you to go fuck yourself. It tells you to go fuck yourself.
And then the creature that was supposed to be all powerful is then immediately gotten rid of. It's like, why did you do all of this then?
The build up so you can get a cock block, and then
buy a toy laced in holy water. Are you serious?
Yep.
No. Oh.
got
no particular metals towards it.
Nope.
They just give some random garbage about, yes, this was crafted way over in the Middle East by a very crazed hunter. You see, he was really into what's it made out of? It's just sword, metal,
steel, Beyblade, let it rip.
Yeah, just douse some holy water on it, throw it at something. How does that work? It's a literal golem. It has nothing to do with vampire. No, throw it at it. What? Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah,
it'll work.
Don't worry.
I'm
aside. You know what's also a very forgettable character that I just realized existed? So, there's 2 demon forgers.
Yeah.
The white kid and Isaac.
Yeah.
I remember Isaac, but I don't remember the little whiny one. I forgot his name entirely. He was such a useless story development character. There was no development with him. He kind of developed by the end. Oh, congratulations. You made it equivalent to a Yamcha interesting.
Basically.
And then your girlfriend died. Oh, fucking well.
His owner.
Okay, yes, alright. That's true. It was a weird Stockholm Syndrome thing where it originally was supposed to be fake. It was
a very weird scheme that doubled in on itself and had no payoff. Like, why even go with it? Why make them out to be these weirdos? I mean, they don't have to. But you could, honestly.
But Sakura, didn't you know they needed to have their lesbian vampires?
Who were sisters. But not really. They were sisterhood.
Sisterhood, which is different. But still, lesbian vampires.
Why not just be a council of very strong-minded women? Okay, that makes sense. But now you're also sisters. That makes it weird now. You make it
sisterhood.
Weird.
Because we have that deep bond, and so does the big bulky sister to the...
the friggin' I forgot her name already, but one of the vampires looked like they came straight out of Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah.
100%. I think you know the character I'm referring to.
Oh, the sassy one that kept being like, my name is... I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I know what you're talking about, where he tries to build up because he's like, I am associated to Dracula himself. No one cares. No one fucking cares. And everyone made a joke of him to the point where he ended up being forced to side with the good guys, and it was like, oh, well, shit. Oh, that plot twist. Oh, no. Fuck, gosh. Wait. The fights were good. No, anyone could. Yeah, like the Isaac fight. I feel like
Only good part.
that makes me upset that they made a well-written character with Isaac, who's supposed to at least be this in-between morals character. And at least, even if he had that little dumbass giant baby moment, he went into a serious mode that a lot of people would be appeased with. And eventually got his happiness. Kinda, sorta. It is weird. He didn't necessarily... It's still
they had this weird. He goes to liking people again. Woohoo! He went from hating the entire world and wanting to help Dracula
to help
everyone
to like kinda hate semi people as not as much, which
basically.
Which I don't mind because that's supposed to be. I feel like that will be like eventually because it's like a gauge. You can hate all you want, but eventually it's gonna at least dwindle. Because that level of anger is always gonna eventually fade. Or you die. Kinda like Dracula. Where he's like, I'm angry! My wife died because of humans. Everyone should die! Okay, why don't you just kill the church then? I'm angry! Everyone should die! I don't have my wife, so there's nothing to live for. And in all honesty, I found it hilarious that everyone basically yielded to the guy that was like, I'm just tired, dude. Because he was really strong. He was really strong. They made it clear. Even whenever they had the vampiric council of douchebags. Like the Viking guy. I forgot his name. Dumb motherfucker number 4.
The dude who stole Kratos' axes.
Yeah. He wasn't that interesting. I'm sorry.
No, he could teleport, that's about it.
That's it. He was very much... The chick with the fucking knockoff guts armor was more interesting than him. She had knockoff guts armor. You can't tell me otherwise. And she proceeded to annihilate an entire army by herself. And then still get time for her boo. Can you tell me otherwise?
I mean... No?
Yeah. 'Cause I'm trying to think if there was anything else that kind of... And you know what? That's fair. In terms of development, usually instead of Lisa allowing... Wait, what?
The Yamcha. His name was Hector. I forgot to click.
Oh, poor forgetful Hector.
Dear me.
He wasn't a good character, I'm sorry.
Not particularly.
Pretty much.
Honestly...
So pretty much y'all hate the series. No, not at all, actually.
Nah.
This is just
like I said,
criticism.
I do not hate the Castlevania series. When looking at it as what it was intended as, which was a different take on all the collective things that have to deal with Castlevania, be it the Belmonts, Alucard, or Dracula, or anything else that could have been going on at the time that the games ever touched on for their own particular reasons.
Yeah.
As its own thing, it's alright. It's
Yeah.
just, to me, it's not at its best, nor is it at its worst.
I mean,
It
here's
has terrible
food
dialogue, in my opinion.
But here's food for thought. There's going to be more. Literally, the director's like, we're going to make more.
Yeah, I can only hope it gets better. I can only hope. And they show off more than just the Belmonts or Alucard, and they just show maybe some of the other video game characters and maybe focus more on the animations. Because again, those animations are so gosh darn clean. Like, just...
It was so clean.
The Carmilla one was the most incredible thing I have ever witnessed. Her battle with Isaac, just, so good.
It was such well-animated actions. And I look forward to more. I just hope that whenever they do diverse, that some of these subplots can kindly fuck off. Like, okay, the Saint Germain stuff. I didn't care!
Well, it's not even for me. It's not even that I didn't care. It's that I didn't get the point of putting all that effort into this one character and then making his plot basically, yeah, but really, in retrospect, probably wasn't the best idea. So not really. Never mind. Forget it.
Which,
And then
leads it back
the
to the
whole
main plot.
purpose of my goal here, like my goal and the journey and the person that I was after, trying to find them and take them out of the infinite dimension hell that I
Hopping.
thought they were in. Nah, they're pretty okay actually, and they really don't care
Haha,
about me
JK.
or any of this. It was kind of like a summer fling that I got really too invested in, and I thought, I have to save
Yeah.
this person and tell them I love them.
I
Nah,
love them. Fuck you. No, you don't
not
get that.
really. You just see like without even seeing the person's face, just like, yeah, they really didn't care about you that much. Okay.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing about enjoying a show. You can at least enjoy analyzing. I feel like some people sometimes don't get a certain extent of a show. And then there's the other percentage that, because, there's always the, I hate this show. Oh, I like this show. There's not the in-between of, I like the show, but there's parts of the show I don't like. That some people at least do that. Like, I'm gonna at least, I love Zero. I love him so much. But every time I try to do analyze mode with a show, he like clocks out being like, "Oh, you hate the show." It's like, no, I don't. It's not that I don't hate the show. It's that I want to analyze parts of the show. Like there's character flaws that I will accept because it's either cute or so stupid that it's entertaining, or that I cannot accept being like, this is the dumbest subplot. This character needs to be slapped. Kind of like what is it? What is her name? Kind of like our lovely nomad scholar of a girl.
Cyber.
Yeah, Cypher. She developed as a character. She got better as a character. I'm gonna be real. They did the Naruto thing again, where they had the Naruto, the Sasuke, and the Sakura. She did better than a Sakura could.
Absolutely.
And she literally is her own independent character. I just put it that as the best commonly used one, because they always put it this weird odd number of 3. As she was the one that, is the seeker of knowledge. She was one of those people that would. And that even though she was banging Trevor, she was not the damsel in distress. You know what was the only time she was a damsel in distress?
She's being choked out.
And the beginning. Near the end and at the beginning. That is literally only 2.
I don't think that's like a damsel thing, though. She was just in stone. Like, you can't... That could be anyone. You can't damsel that.
That's a damsel! What do you mean? You literally put someone in danger. She was stuck there. She could have been the bones like the rest of the people. You know what Trevor did? Hey, yo, conveniently, let me pick you up, girl. Oh.
I mean, he did do it. It happened. But I couldn't see her as, like, one of those people that, like, if he didn't step in and do what he did, there has to be, like, a thing to rescue here, right? And she wasn't the thing to rescue. It was the byproduct of him delving in there and just being like, you know what, all right, there's a person frozen in stone here. Oh, I can save him? All right, I will.
It's like the majority of the series y'all wasn't feeling. I mean, it's not that. So, for me, I enjoy personality. I enjoy development of a story. I would say, honestly, I am a storyteller. So is Sakura.
Yeah. Like I said before, it's not the overall. It's not the big picture. Like I said, the big picture, I said, it was all right.
Yeah.
The things that I am talking about are the details.
Would you recommend this to someone?
I would, most definitely. I would not if they were a very hardcore Castlevania fan, because it takes an entirely different route.
Yeah, they would dig.
Only get upset.
They would dig.
It's one of those things where someone who knows the series and all of the games that have come around would be like, nope, I hate this and that and all of this, and this is garbage.
Oh, God, the overanalyzing. No, people that are hardcore fans will overanalyze the fuck out of a show.
Yeah. So, for a hardcore fan, absolutely not. But for anybody who's just like, to find out what Castlevania is, and they want to watch animated vampire show that isn't specifically an anime, but in that cartoon variety that's
That goes
both
into the
adult
area.
and childlike at the same time.
It goes child for humor, but then adult for the action.
Yeah,
I would very much say so.
it had a little bit too much of a CW spin for me though in certain regards.
Yeah,
That's my gripe. That's my only gripe, really. The
yeah.
dialogue is the CW I'm talking about. It's like you went for drama, but you didn't have a strong enough dialogue within all characters and variety enough for it to be worthwhile and meaningful. I didn't care too much. You didn't touch on things that felt like they mattered to the character. Not me. I don't care about if it mattered to me, but like the characters themselves seem disinterested with their own lives in general. I don't want to watch a show about someone who hates themselves constantly. I could just live my life, or
I mean, okay,
anything
all right.
else.
I think okay. I feel like there's one thing. There's a lot of writers that do generally hate themselves, so they always kind of put a personal
Push it in
manifestation
their
in.
characters.
Yeah,
Yes.
self-insert basically.
I
But
can vibe with it. I've had the idea, the notion. I've never fully committed to it because I can't vibe with it. Like you're bringing life to these things that you've created, and just to make them suffer because you're suffering, not the coolest thing
yeah,
to me.
there are a few exceptions to storytelling, but hey, if you like it, cool. Oh, actually, speaking about what liking, it's a
Mhm.
good cartoon that I actually enjoyed that I'm waiting for season 2.
Yeah.
Cuphead show.
Huh.
It
For me, it's Star Ocean.
Star Ocean. What's that about?
It's the latest. It's like season 6 of JoJo. JoJo's
Oh, god damn it!
It's not season 6. It's 7, I think. Now.
Man,
No,
all
Golden
these
Wind,
damn JoJos.
Star- yeah, Stone Ocean.
I've only finished the first JoJo, like in terms of reading.
Mm.
Everything else, I'm like, cool, haha, funny meme.
It's not bad, and I like that there is a variety because I saw comparing the very first JoJo's Bizarre to what I'd seen in Stone Ocean. It's like there's a big gap, and I'm looking forward to everything in between because there's a huge sort of collective pot for everything, and it's not all just the same thing. Like I didn't expect to see characters that I 100% can not so much identify with, but just like identify, like I can pick them out in the crowd because they're so themselves, they're so unique.
Yeah.
And I like that, I love that there's a character like Dio Brando who just exists on a level where he's not doing it to be the ultimate evil. He's doing it because he was born and bred into a selfish, family. Like his father was the epitome of stupid and evil, and that's a terrible combination.
Oh my god.
He was a filthy man, but he shaped his son who took better after him. In fact, became very smart, very diligent, and very meticulous about his ways of manipulation.
Compared to the other JoJos?
Yeah, well, I mean, Dio kind of exists for a while in all things. Even in Stone Ocean, he's basically the boogeyman. I think he's dead though in that. But yeah, it's like,
What do you mean? It's like in the video game. Basically, Dio somehow pulls something out of his butthole and becomes God. Dio!
He got real close, I think.
Yeah.
I think he died. But the point is just like, throughout all of that, you can never look at him and just say, yes, that dude right there, that's the bad guy. No, that's just a person who had a raw deal and decided, you know what, I'll take everything. I'll take it all.
I'll
It's
take
mine.
what you're
Why not?
selling. Actually, while I was
He
looking
went
at
by
the
Bumble
Netflix, guess what I found?
What? Still haven't watched the JoJo series? Do it, Fufu. It's actually pretty great. I think you might like it.
Oh, recommend one that you
Bumble.
preferred compared to, because I don't know.
I
some
can't
pacing.
recommend any because I haven't seen too many.
Oh.
I personally, because I've seen it all the way up until its latest thing, I don't know how far they're going along with that, but Stone Ocean was pretty dope for someone who's never seen JoJo's Bizarre when I just walked into it and I was like, oh, look at this. Had no idea about all the lore and the subplots and all that, but it didn't matter. It was its own thing, and it was fun. I loved how they brought back the old anime trope of both the villain and the hero are very smart.
Yes.
Just one's always one step behind the other.
Yeah. Let's say I feel that the constant emo characters get old. You know, I feel that. I generally no, just as a general whole, the trope of I'm overly depressed, kind of like drama dumping, basically.
Yeah, too much drama can ruin a story, but not enough can do the same thing. Gotta finish the second season of Demon Slayer. Fair. I didn't even finish the first. I got right up to the point where Michael Jackson was two-stepping on everything. And yeah, past that point, I was like, all right, I'll come back to this.
And never
they told me
did.
a Train movie came out, and I was like, man, I'm really behind. Then they said a second season was out, and I was like, wow.
No,
really
see, funny thing is, basically, the movie counted as second season because that entire movie did a resurrection of F, where it connects to Super for season 2. And then it also leads to a backstory for her character. It's like, what the fuck?
And yes, for MJ was two-stepping. Like, I saw him rip a man's face off because it was the thing to do. I was like, you handle that. You go there.
I can't even watch that with Straw because Straw's like, I can't handle fake blood. Make automatic vomit. It's like, you know what? Fair.
And it's all over in that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it goes without saying, probably you two should never watch Blood Plus together.
No, Blood C and the uncensored version.
Blood C? Gosh.
Yeah. That one's... So, you see, it's because it's the same girl, different thing, different... You know, I don't fucking know. All I know is it's technically the same main character, just a different instance. And it's really fucking gory for no fucking reason.
Wait, isn't Blood C the one where they basically all die? All of them?
Yeah.
All of them die?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's all, like, shown on screen. But if you see... But
and
if
then
you...
Blood Plus is the one where the protagonist doesn't viciously die.
Oh, no, she... I thought she... No, well, no. The main character doesn't die. But everyone around the main character fucking perishes in the most brutal way, to the point where I'm like, wait, why are they censoring this? And then whenever you watch the uncensored version, I'm gonna say this, and it's really gonna sound dark. A human shish kebab. And I don't mean a head. Yeah. Entire body. From ass to mouth.
Man.
That is... Oh, and also drumstick.
It's been so long, I don't even remember anymore. I mean, I'm the same way, especially with that one vampire anime where it was like
Vampire
he was basically
Nights.
No, Trinity Blood or something like that, where he's basically like a knockoff Vash the Stampede. I'm sorry,
Yes.
I didn't know his character.
No, it is. Like,
okay,
yeah, like from what I remember, he was supposed to. He pretends to be nice, and then he goes vampire mode, and then that's it. That's all I remember that fucker. It's like, there was another vampire one. There were so many vampire ones. This is why I get tired of vampires.
You never got to finish Trinity? I think, from what I remember, it was pretty...
It was okay, but if...
I don't remember it. I can't, you know, like, walk back. But...
I think it's just a lot of dark setting, a lot of people depressed, yada, yada, yada. You're a good boy. Good boy, good time. Guess what? Apparently, while I was looking at my Netflix, there's apparently a Resident Evil show.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Infinite Darkness.
Yeah, that's the show they made. I can't recommend it.
So now I have to watch it. Now this is going
definitely. You absolutely have to. I can't recommend it only because the movies, as 100% campy as they were great. Now I'm not talking about the
live
Resident
action
Evil movies with Mila, even though those were great in a they're so awful they're great kind of thing.
Don't you lie to me.
Yeah, no, they are so bad that they were perfect.
I can't believe they made a sequel after everything from the last Resident Evil movie. That they made one about Raccoon City.
No, so much fun.
They are fun because they're the action stuff. That is okay. I'm gonna be real. The Resident Evil animated movies were their excuse to basically make a Die Hard movie, but with zombies. Change my mind. Change my fucking mind. Exactly. Because it was just Die Hard. Especially the Chris versus the random schmuck scene. Chef's kiss. Because they had a dance off with guns. Also, just watching Leon just makes me happy seeing him, like, fuck people up. The first animated movie, though, because they make him so dull. Because, literally, if you played Resident Evil 4, like, you see Dante.
Many
You just
incredible people as a part of the friggin' cast and crew for that Castlevania series. That's interesting. We're going?
That they made, like, you know, with Leon, they kind of made him boring, personality wise. Whatever. We all know from Leon from video game of Resident Evil 4 that he can be funny and interesting, and he also does the Peter Parker coping where he talks a lot.
Absolutely.
But they don't do that in there. They're just like, all right, you know what you gotta do? Gotta shoot him in the head. Loads gun with malicious intent. Yay!
I feel like there was a lot of wasted potential, but I found who I was looking for this entire time while we were having this conversation.
The Shrek movie.
Not the Shrek movie.
Shrek, the final chapter. Didn't you know?
Shrek coming back again, coming back around again. All right, so this person, Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, hold on. Put this right here. Give me this. Now look at those two people.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Right?
Are they the same voice actress?
Nope.
Oh, it's just characters.
It's oddly.
Oh god, it's another crossover universe.
Two entirely different named people.
But looking exactly the same.
One's Marana and the other one, and it's uncanny. Like it's just some uncanny valley type stuff. I'm just sitting here like, are you committing some weird, doing some. Wait, hold on.
Making some choices, kissing some.
Making
babies.
some choices. It's like, are you winning, son? That's all I'm worried about. It just felt odd to me, but regardless of how very much it wasn't just like, you know, like physical wise, it was like their actions and how they went about their characters are terrifyingly the same, Vincent.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay, it's fine.
As long as they at the end of the day are two entirely different people that can get away with it however they wish, and I'm for it. Live it how you feel it, because I don't think, you know, between the two of them, one of them had a much better background to base off of.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Dragon Age.
God damn. My god.
I mean, cause Dragon Age is great. Dragon Age is cool. Dragon Age tries. You know what? That's the other extreme. That's the other end of the totem pole. I just found it. Dragon Age has slight humor and mostly serious undertones that are all there throughout the story, because they're always trying to build up this huge thing of, you know, you trying to save the world and close a big hole in the sky, and also you're dying. But the Castlevania is the other side of that, where it's mostly just humor and then occasionally serious moments to show that the characters have grown or learned a life lesson or whatever the case may be, but mostly they're still the same person, which on both regards I can respect and appreciate that they don't just, you know, full 180 their personalities. Like I used to be a very lighthearted and caring person. Now I step on people because I feel like it, and screw everybody. Even though I feel like that kind of happened with Isaac, a little bit. A little bit. He was mostly like a I hate everyone, Dracula forever, kill the world.
Okay, he started up like that, but then the slow transition because he was
his had an excuse to it. He was an empty vessel because his life was just everyone taking things from him and him never having anything. So he's just an empty person who was in servitude for, just being what he was.
Yeah,
and every instance with a human being was just like another atrocity done before him. So his life was shaped by the fact that Dracula wasn't like all the other people that basically just used and took from him.
Yeah, which, at the same time, you also got to give it to good old Dracky boy that he was trying to also teach him. He was trying to be a mentor to this young Babu of a man. And I say man clearly because he was properly growing and he was guiding. He wasn't just hell-bent on, cutting people down. He was trying to teach and tell a story. And that's the thing about his subplot that I actually genuinely enjoyed. His story was, interesting.
His story was a journey.
Honestly.
It was more of a journey than the other journeys we were on.
Which was weird and funny, because then you're like, okay, when are we gonna get this?
The story of Isaac.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think they'd make a mint if they actually had a full-blown continuation of anything. Even a game, I'm not gonna lie. If they made a Castlevania story about Isaac and how his little, monster system would work, I think that would actually make money.
Isaac in the Night Society. It's already there.
Because it'd still be just the equivalent of a necromancer.
I want to see his friggin' campaign, honestly, in true Dynasty Warrior fashion. I'm just like, yeah, go ahead.
Yo,
see how far you get.
Please,
can you bring peace to the world? You can. You definitely won't. It will fight you on this.
It will.
But I want to see.
And honestly, even the demons showed that. They showed the hostility of seeing his ideology, but showed also the opposite of it too. Being he has a vision and he saw a possible way of making that vision come to reality. It'd be really hard because, people are stupid. Humans are stupid. I won't sugarcoat it. Humans are stupid. Stupider than animals.
Stupid.
Yes. But the idea itself would actually be genuinely interesting.
Oh yeah. So I'm saying I want to see more. I'm definitely excited to see to hear that there is in fact more. I just wish that they gave a little bit more to the characters in the terms of don't just show them having to grow up from their mentalities. These people that look like they're well into their 30s and 40s, but I just want to see more about where they came from as to why they are what they are, as opposed to them just saying it or you just giving a small tidbit. Show me what happened to the Belmont household. Did they go out in a blaze of glory? Did they just get snuffed out by
stupid,
Dracula
dumb
in the game?
people.
Did some other creature, because that one woman was talking about, there's much more than just vampires being evil out in the world. There's a bunch. There's
werewolves, some assholes.
All those night creatures aren't just demons.
Yeah, it's not solely demons. Yeah,
creatures. And I'm
that'd be a cool prequel to just see the house of Belmont built up.
Yeah, because I think didn't it start with Simon? Wasn't Trevor after? It started with Trevor?
No, it didn't start. Well, okay. It actually goes. Okay, so there is a plot where that associates Dracula and the Belmont family, basically destiny-associated bond. And
Simon serves the first. He's the first protagonist, at least.
Yes.
Great Belmont.
I'm trying to find it. Where they had, because it was one of the plots. where they explained that originally the darkness went into Dracula or some shit, or what was before Dracula. Victor. Was it Victor? Yeah. Well, I think because NES rule of Simon Belmont, the Belmont clan of the vampires, Dracula's castle, yada yada yada. Werewolves, because he had to fight werewolf zombies and all that. Basically, the Capcom version of what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, real shit. So Dawn of Sorrows was so the wiki at least shows the canonical order of operations of in terms of lore, where the beginning storyline is the Lament of Innocence. That's where apparently the first Belmont existed, which is on the PlayStation 2. What was the plot? So, Lemon was set in a fictional universe in Castlevania set in 1094. It focuses on the origins of the series premise, conflicted between vampire hunting, Belmont clan, and the vampire Dracula. The protagonist's primary player, character of the Lament of Innocence, Leon Belmont, was the name of a former baron and member of the Belmont clan. His closest friend, Mathis Krovisk, tells him Leon's betrothed Sarah is being held captive by a powerful vampire, Walter Bernhard. During the game, he encounters the Ricaldo Gandolfi, whatever, and an alchemist in the residence. So basically, long story short, they're the closest one that at least tries to do story-wise is arriving in the grounds. Leon meets Ronaldo, gives him a whip crafted in alchemy, yada yada yada.
So Leon's the first, and then it's Trevor.
Yeah.
And then it's Christopher. It's Lale and Simon, but nobody cares about Christopher.
No.
It's just like Simon all the way.
Yeah. Because they're because he's the OG in terms of games. Story-wise, in Order of Operations.
What the hell?
What?
Why didn't they put Trevor or friggin' Leon in Smash instead of Richter? Who even knows about Richter?
Because those are the top two original, because game release-wise.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Richter isn't even that important.
Yeah. He's a Belmont. You know what that means about Belmonts? Also, the icon.
They made it.
No. You know what also is the funny thing?
What's up?
Die, monster.
That's Richter?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You don't belong here.
I hate it because I know now why. I hate all of it. I despise it.
Die, monster. You don't belong here. I was made in the flesh by humans. Oh, fun fact. Apparently, Lord of Shadows is kind of separate. Because Lord of Shadows 1, Lord of Shadows Mirror of Fate, Lord of Shadows 2.
Oh, apparently he's the most powerful of the family?
Who?
Interesting. Richter.
Oh. I'm sorry. The one you hate the most is the strongest of all Belmonts.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. He has Die Monster, and he's the most powerful vampire slayer, apparently.
Don't forget, one of the voice actors was a janitor. I love it.
I'm just sitting here like, how in the world?
Lore. Dawn of Sorrows. Right! The last one technically was in the year 2036. Gotta love this timeline because there's Aria of Sorrow, then the next one, Dawn of Sorrow. Gotta love all these order of operations. Literally, the original
Fahrenheit Tepes.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
He's Fahrenheit. Or Fahrenheit.
He should have been Celsius.
No.
Or however you prefer.
Yeah, I guess that is the thing. No one ever really cared about Adrian until he became Alucard.
Correct.
So they really just cared about Dracula the entire time. They were just like, oh look, it's Dracula. No, it's his son. Alucard? Sure,
Yes.
we'll go with that.
Because
Can't call him Dracula the Junior or something. It's weird.
Yeah, we gotta reverse the name because yes. I find it funny that technically
He's opposite, that's why. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, like in Death Battle they kinda explained it in a way that made sense to me. Where, you know, oh, someone gave up their, you know, humanity to become a vampire. But then even went deeper as to being like, oh, Dracula is the equivalent of the manifestation of all evil. A part of a being. And I'm like, wait, what?
I guess that makes sense.
So that's why there's the perpetual cycle of another Belmont born, meaning, like, so if there's another Dracula, another Belmont, another Dracula, another Belmont. To fight it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Belmont clans, like, but someone that's willing to fight against someone equivalent to because Dracula, even if we defeat him and send him back to hell, he'll always come back. He's a boomerang.
Because him and Death are the best buddies.
Didn't you know they were butt buddies in high school?
No. No. Stop what you are saying to me, sir. Never say it again. God darn it.
It's not my fault, but it's kind of true.
I mean, not wrong. I feel like at some point, it's just like, I'm just sitting here like, there will never be a time in which Dracula can just be dead because Death will always bring him back. So that there can
Unless
be
you
more
defeat death itself, and then...
Which, even if you do, it's null and void because it's death, and you kill the thing that just kind of like takes those who die. So it's like, I don't know how you can do that, really.
It's... I think, in all honesty, it's not possible.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like a thing that you could just be like, oh yes, I killed death. What have you learned from that?
I mean,
You
nothing, because it repeats. Everything's apparently a fucking cycle. Reincarnation is real. I don't know. Because even the thought of just repeating, because, oh god, now I'm overthinking about it, that, like, what if remakes were basically just the reincarnation of the original series?
No, there was a main villain known as Shaft. Please stop.
You're lying.
I'm
what?
not. I'm giving it to you right now. Here you go. He was a main villain.
Shaft. The dark priest called Shaft, come to cleanse the world in the forge of chaos. Shaft introduced himself to Alucard in Symphony of a Night. Shaft, or Shafuto. Oh my god. That's just English translation. They fucking did that on purpose.
Friggin'
That's
Shaft,
a monster.
bro.
You monster. Oh my god.
My man's name is Shaft. I love it. I love it more than what is just a skeleton toucan.
Let's see, Leon returns to the castle to confront Walter, defeats him. Death takes undying Walter's soul and offers up. Stop.
No.
Slow, bruh. It's just a chicken with a spear.
Spear chicken.
Spear chicken, here to spear your chicken.
So yeah, I guess I only remember Leon because that was like the first Castlevania game I ever played, was the PS2 of, you know, Leon going through with his fancy friggin' coat and his whip of I just win, and just like just doing it.
Yeah, gotta love. Oh God, you know, in retrospect, I wonder if there's someone that's ever tried to go in the chronological order of Castlevania. Like
Probably someone else.
Probably, because you'd have to at least go through a PS2 game, a fucking Game Boy Advance game, because a Legends Cross is
and then
canon.
there's Castlevania currently games, which are I think something Darkness.
Lords of Shadow.
Lords of Shadow, there we go.
Because there's 3 games of the Lords of Shadow series.
Sweet merciful. That's a lot.
Yep. Let me see. Lords of Shadow is developed by Mercury Steam and Kojima Productions. Published by Konami and released... Oh, wait, right. It's a Konami game. I keep forgetting that.
Konami game.
Yeah, but no Konami code. Let's see. Oh, so technically Lords of Shadow is not canonically associated.
Okay.
It's a reincarnation. I mean a reboot. I mean a reboot.
You mean a resurrection of F.
Yeah.
In chat.
Yeah.
I have a deal of a lifetime for 1 cup of your hair laced lemonade. You get a bag of cheap. No! No! None of that.
Oh, God.
No hair lemonade.
Get out of here.
No.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
We ain't doing it. We ain't never doing it. It's never being done.
Oh, God. The Lord of Shadows was around the same time DMC, aka the Devil May Cry reboot, happened. Gotta love that fact.
Just different.
Time for Sakura to dedicate streams on finishing all the Castlevanias.
Oh. No, I refuse to play any of the side-scrolling ones, except for like Symphony of the Night, because I kid you not,
you'll throw your computer.
I'll learn to hate, and I'll stay in hate, and I'll never get out of hate.
You can always do the reboot, which are just God of War games.
I might just... I'll skip the ones that are like really old.
You can go GBA.
Ones.
There's a lot of GBA ones.
No.
GBA that are technically canonically in order.
You don't want this.
You don't get a choice, Magic Man.
I do it. I choose no.
I mean, never forget there was a fighting game.
Oh, so the Resurrection has one of the Belmonts actually being Dracula. What?
Yeah. I mean, Lords of Shadow is also the same thing.
That's the one that I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gabriel Belmont is just Dracula.
Yep. Because the title itself, I mean, to become Dracula is to become evil itself, apparently.
He was super bad. What a bad boy.
Yeah, because if you think of it in retrospect, the name Dracula itself is just a title. Because Vlad the Impaler himself was literally Vlad the Impaler. Dracula is just a title. So if you get slapped with the name Dracula, you are the manifestation of evil.
I follow that.
What? No, I don't. I'm not a vampire. I don't want to be a vampire. Vampires are dumb. I said it. Vampires are dumb.
Find 2 bags of chips and 1 apple. Still no.
No.
I cannot be bought.
I'm sorry that, you know, it's really reused, kind of like VTubers constantly using demon fucking models. Or cats. Lots of cats. There's a lot of cats.
Cats.
A lot of cats that need to be put down.
No.
It's a good day in hell.
Dante?
Hey, jackpot. I'm kind of curious if Dracula. Well, I don't think that would at least work out because Dante would probably whoop Dracula's ass anyways. Because they did a death battle between Ganondorf versus Dracula. It was kind of one-sided. Yeah. Dracula was like, I'm gonna just drink you like a push pup.
Shame.
Shame.
It's like I can't say much about it. You just kind of you see Dracula and you're like, if you're anything that he can drink, you're probably on the other end of that. You don't want to be on the other end of that.
Oh god, I hate the technicality that they did for fucking the Dio versus Alucard fight. That since, oh, they didn't make it where, oh, the cursed mask stuff isn't stopped by also holy weapons, that Dio wins, because fuck you.
Whoa, they did a whole 180 for Isaac.
What? What do they do with Isaac?
Yeah. For friggin' Isaac, the Isaac from the games is nothing like the Isaac from the animated series.
Wait,
Thankfully.
really?
Yeah.
Did they make him a racist?
No, he's just really into bondage. And hurting himself and others.
Oh!
Yeah. And he was also a different race.
Oh! Wait, does that count as whitewashing, or I don't know?
Wait, the Hector of the series was more of a Goku than a Yamcha.
Wait, what? Bullshit. What?
He's the protagonist.
Oh.
That's huge. That's really different.
Was he a Belmont?
Nope, he was still a Forge Master.
Oh. A woman Hector had later found contaminant and killed with the old comrade Isaac.
In fact, I remember playing as him and playing his game, where it was basically like a Digimon thing, where you just summon them and have them fight for you.
The game's protagonist, former Devil Forge Master who betrayed Dracula 3 years ago, allowing his fall by the hand of Trevor Belmont after renouncing his power at Hector. Wait, what? In this game, you get to see Trevor.
You know what? It writes itself.
Wow.
Having this here makes the series, the animated series, turn on so many like different paths, and I'm really glad to remember it, because like remembering this Hector and then seeing that one, I'm like, yeah, this is
a better version of Hector.
Yeah.
Animated show Hector was a bitch. This one better.
Yeah.
Like, why? They could have just kept. They were like,
well, they couldn't have made him. If they made him like this Hector, then he would have just taken the show.
You know, that's fair. It's alright, but they would also ruin the character.
Isaac. They'd have to make Isaac
self-mortification, obsessed with double.
You don't want it.
I don't understand.
And the thing is turned on its head. Instead of Isaac going after Hector, Hector would be going after Isaac.
I guess, but it's still so fucking weird.
Yo, okay. Having these creature types, which are definitely more Pokemon than they are Digimon, there was Fairy type, Battle type, Bird type, Mage type, Devil type, and Pumpkin type.
No, you're lying. Bullshit.
I'm not.
What?
Scroll on that. Scroll on that.
What?
There was Pumpkin type.
By Ayami Kojima.
This man had Pumpkin type. He was the protagonist. I kind of want him in the series.
Too bad we ain't
Make
getting...
that character grow up to be this guy.
No, sorry. Not available.
I know. Actually, can I have Sakura flavored wine with special lemonade without sugar? You know what?
Pumpkin type.
I can do this.
A optional innocent devil Hector can summon in Dracula's castle. In order to actually unlock it, it's necessary to afford a weapon called a pumpkin mace. Pumpkin devils are really bad at fighting enemies and have low heart gauge. They, however, give high stat boost to Hector, increasing his strength, constitution, and luck. They're often considered the joke innocent devil, or just as a challenge to players who likes to solo as Hector while retaining stat bonuses. Well, shit.
Yep.
Why? I just. Also, the art style for Hector in the game is
They were
10 times better.
considered equals to Death himself.
Yep.
What? What?
Here's a fun fact, apparently, for the trivia side. Hector shares some common traits with Alucard. Both of them can have familiars fighting alongside them, skills with multiple weapons and magic, and the tune of defection from Alucard's grasp. The attitude of defection. You know what? Whatever. Was famously known for being one of the nobles but unfortunate Trojan general whom acolytes depicted. The name itself is Greek in origins. Holding fast, appropriate for steadfast forematcher. It is Hector's strength that will strength, will, and perseverance that saved him from becoming Dracula's next host. Oh yeah, because Dracula couldn't stay in one body, and so evil, bad, darkness.
I want to see a fight between this Hector and Alucard. That would be dope.
It would be cool.
Summoning creatures.
Best Pokemon battle. It's like
Best
Pokemon.
battle.
It would be like Red, but cooler.
Oh, no. Dracula as Ash.
Oh my god.
The ultimate evil being Ash would be the most head spinning. In fact, if they did that for a Pokemon series where Ash is the bad guy, I'd be like, you know what? Even if it's just for a movie, I'd be like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'll absolutely watch it. I want to see Ash become the villain just once. Just once.
Yeah.
And he's the living embodiment of hope, so they can't do that.
Haha, Hope Speak Academy, you say?
Basically, Ash needs to be in Danganronpa because he's like the shining beacon of hope.
I can't believe. Wait, I forgot if that's still a thing or not. That they're gonna do another sequel to Danganronpa.
Aren't they just changing it up to make it baseball?
No, that's Trinity 7.
Yeah.
Or Trinity, whatever. Tribe something stupid.
Tribe 7.
Yeah, Tribe 7. Because they're doing the animation, which had the voice act. They had the YouTuber Corpse Husband be one of the people. Which I think that's dope because he actually has a good voice for it, even though he destroys his vocal cords doing that. Apparently, he's in constant pain.
Man.
Things you do for voice acting.
The things one does. I can only imagine that everyone was hopefully paid very well in the creation of that series. I hope.
I mean,
I wouldn't do it if I wasn't paid for it.
I mean, there's a union, a voice actors union. So
yeah, but did you hear what happened to the dude who voice acted Leonardo from that TMNT movie?
No.
Yeah, shoot. The guy basically got no real publicity for it. Everybody, would know Leonardo was Leonardo. No one really cared about the person behind his voice. And they didn't really get top billing. And on top of that, their living arrangements while on set and everything, they were basically treated as non-existent creatures.
That sounds about right for literally people that are associated to TV show voice acting.
It wasn't a TV show, it was in the movie. I'm talking about the movie.
Well, I mean, I'm more referring to that. Like animations or anything like that, you get shafted. You don't
Hard.
Yeah, because
it's the sad thing.
You don't get treated well. You just get the kindly go fuck yourself.
I never really want to be a part of someone else's shtick just because I want to produce it. I want to be a part of it. I want most of those roles they say in the credits as they roll up just to be variations of me, part of that thing.
Oh my god. I mean, things have gotten better nowadays. There's
okay. What?
Oh, wait, what happened, Fufu?
Fufu's in lurk mode.
Okay, have a good lurk. I think things at least are slightly developing, especially with voice acting unions and sanctions that now you can at least fight for that. Because the thing that sucks a lot, there's a lot of voice actors that are freelancers. There's literally a whole website that if you want to do voice acting, you can mainly go there, especially for paid gigs. I've been looking there because I want to start pushing to at least do more voice acting.
Yeah.
Because, you know, eventually, especially if you want to get out there, you gotta at least, you know, do the things, go to classes, yada yada. You gotta craft your skill, you gotta get your equipment, you gotta also... If you can't get a room to soundproof, you can also get an insulated blanket, actually, fun fact. I just learned this more recently. That if you at least tuck under a blanket, sound doesn't escape as much, so... Yeah, that helps for voice acting. If you ever want to voice act something, be under an insulated blanket. Fun facts with Vincent.
Huh.
Yeah. So you don't especially since if you can't afford a lot of things, if you just get something like some of that good stuff, you'll be good under your microphone. Because I got this insulated mic stand thing, even though I kind of messed up the bottom of it, but it works, kind of. I just brought it over. Yeah, because it uses soundproof foam, and it's supposed to block out the echoing. So if I... Let me... I gotta move shit around. Hey! So if I at least talk in it like that, it sounds different, right?
Yeah.
So it prevents from sound from going around. So I try to use this for my voice acting stuff now. But I've yet to do it. Especially since Theron wants me to at least also get ready to practice some not safe for work content. And go, ew, ew, oh, whoa. Yeah. Alright, let me move that. Let's give it to me by my sister. Why I do?
Well, we're sliding into the topic of choice here. It's getting away from Castlevania because I love it. I just wanted to show you that for a second.
Stop.
Just let that sink in. Pun intended.
God damn it. You're a monster. 40 of these nuts in your mouth?
40s.
40s.
I wanted to get back into the swing of video games for a second. Real quick. Yeah. Just wanted to touch bases on something here.
Yeah. I mean...
So...
What?
You know how, as of late, the most, sought-after things have shifted gears. Nobody's going out of their way to produce and publish things of a more multiplayer genre. Everything's kind of wandering back into single-player, story-driven things as of late. That's where game creators are going at this point. Indie and the AAAs are just kind of going back to the basics, and I feel like in that category of things, do you think it'll work? Do you think we can walk back? Or do you think something different will just come out of it all together?
I think they'll try to at least do it for a trend for a while, but it'll eventually try to at least go back to the idea of cash grabs.
Yeah.
It's more of what makes you survive the longest.
Do you think the hope of it just being all about fun again is coming back though? Because there's new things like that friggin' Skywalker saga for Lego Stars, which I cannot believe is a thing. I still can't to this very day. I thought the Lego series games were done. I thought they were over. They are not.
No, it's never done.
Is the Lego even owned by the same people anymore?
Probably. I mean, not by Lucas, probably by Disney.
Or even just like the Lego brand in general, like the people who make Legos and like made Legos a thing.
You know, I'll be real. I'm not sure. Probably something's gonna come from it. Just not anything
They're going really crazy off of these. One part of it is just like the very theatrical third person single player games that are mostly just giant art projects that also have gameplay in them. You know, there's the Elden Rings, and then there's the Horizon Zero Dawns and such and so forth, where everything's just like, you came here for art and gameplay second, but
It's like,
doesn't
but
mean it's
no.
bad. Just you came here for art.
But what if I didn't want to? What if
Get
I
out.
wanted something well written, or even just gameplay mechanics are super enjoyable? It's like
Well, someone did that where they made it more old school and it didn't care about the graphics. In fact, they made it look like a PS2 game.
Are you referring to the fucking Bloodborne demastered?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. I'm talking about the horror game that came out a while back, where it was basically like this very odd Alice in Wonderland-esque thing, and the character and then the setting was done like it was an old PS2 game, like it was like converted to PC and all that. But no, it was just made like that. It's not bad.
I mean,
As far as like art-wise.
Okay.
Game-wise, I have no idea. I've heard it's awful, and I've heard that it's great, and I cannot say which is right without being a part of it myself.
Because all in all, it's always gonna be pain in the ass, especially with what.
Yeah, but just like RPGs and JRPGs, you think that kind of thing is just going to become the staple, because they've just been the most stable out of the community thus far. Like, you can't look one direction or another without seeing an RPG game somewhere.
Yep.
Almost everything's an RPG game. Just
One
weird
way or
sometimes when
another.
I think about it, and the fact that you see all these RPG games where people are assigned to these roles, but there's never really much in the terms of role playing in the traditional sense, as much as it is just like very literal. It's the very literal translation of role playing. You are placed in the role of insert character here, who's probably very great at whatever they do, and then you just play through the game.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess that's fine though.
I mean, at the same time, it also can help or hurt in a way if you. It's a matter of how you construct it. Because I feel like there's this weird chemistry, no matter what, that'll maintain a person's interest.
Mm-hmm.
If your gameplay is good, but your art's bad, you're gonna at least lose the majority of people that look at, oh, pretty colors.
Pretty colors.
If your game mechanics are bad, but your story is real good, story-driven, like, storyteller, like, people that don't care about game mechanics will at least stay interested, while the people that are like, this gameplay like poo-poo will drop off of it easily, unless they're masochist.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the third that just like, oh, this character's sexy, and then they stay for that specifically to take photos of the character.
So Nier Automata is what you're referring to, is what you're saying. You're
Yeah,
trying
100%.
Yeah, okay, all right.
200%. I mean, hell, if we want to go deeper technically, Genshin Impact is like that.
Yeah, but see, that's not even an RPG game. That's a gacha game.
I love how you ignored the mechanics of it, trying to build up using weaponry and stuff like that.
It's not a survival game. It's not an RPG game. It's not a story game. It is a gacha game that has all of those elements I just mentioned as a side piece. But it's a gacha game.
You know why? Because gotcha. You spent money.
Gacha money.
Got your money.
And I've always said this, and I'll always say it when it comes to games. If you can convince me that me putting my money in is both worthwhile and will last me longer than the sustenance I need with the same money. That'll probably last me maybe a week or less. In
Yeah.
reality, we waste money no matter what. If you use it for food, you'll especially if it's fast food, then it's gone. It's just gone. You're looking at it go away. Actually, you're not looking at it go away. You're putting it inside of you, and then it'll leave eventually. If it's like food over a set amount of time, either you'll forget about it or you'll eat it within that set amount of time before it goes bad, and it's still gone. So I'm like, can use that. If it's clothing and things like that, it's household necessities. It's like all these things will go. And as far as like, written all those other things that people have to pay for, it's like, well, I mean, at that point in time, you're just kind of giving the government your money. They're the biggest gotcha game. It's paying for life.
Yeah.
So
Unless
in
you got under
general,
the
if you
radar.
can convince me that it's just the same, like if this is just as worthwhile as all those things are much more important in their own way, I'll give it. Sure.
Yeah.
But if it's a waste,
If
I'm
you
not
waste my
doing.
time, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for something that is both negatively impacting me and also worthless. I'm not gonna pay for something that should be free. That's all. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna pay for something that should be free. That's why I've turned my nose up to certain things and down for others, because it's just like some of these things worth it. If I have a good time with it, if I enjoy it, if I can find use out of it in the long run, like years have passed and I still enjoy the thing, then I made a good purchase. But if I purchased it and then 5 seconds later I'm like, well, I hate this and I've wasted money, and I'm just like,
No, it's just I wasted my time with it.
I just question my logic in the order.
The order of going insane.
Yeah, it's also why I very collectively understand and am a product of the hypocrisy, which is don't give me something that I may, in a short amount of time, make not worth your time or mine. It's like, then you've wasted something and I've wasted it along with you, but it's more so geared towards you. You specifically have wasted something, and that is whatever that money could have gotten you that would benefit you in the long run. Not a great feeling.
Yeah, but hey, as long as you find value.
Value.
Unless you're by yourself with it, and then you realize you're playing an MMO, spending like a subscription on, and then no one else wants to go back to it, and then you kind of cry a little, and then you just like cry and cry and cry and cry and you cry. Oh no, I'm just remembering 14.
That's 14. But yeah, see, that's the very epitome of it right there. Is just like you put the money in, and there should be some manner of enjoyment, something to get back. The get back of it all, and you don't get it. So in reality, you know what, phone? I didn't ask you for your opinion. You really just you come to the conclusion that you either wasted it or you just haven't utilized it, which is also a waste in its own way. I personally know exactly why I continue to shovel money into that game. There's only a specific reason. It's not even having to do with playing it as much as it is its attachment. I have an attachment to a specific thing there that I can't just say, all right, I'm done with this. I will never subscribe to this again. Goodbye with your nonsense. There is something there that I am attached to. There is a stone there that I have lassoed a rope to, and it's kept a strong tether throughout the course of 4 years. So I'm just like, actually, I think it's 5 now. Yeah, it's actually 5. Sweet merciful. But yeah, 5 years of being tethered to it. And I'm just like, yeah, at this point, I'm in it for the long haul. Until I'm given reason to just be like, yeah, no, I hate it, and I don't endorse anything that has to do with it. I'm just gonna be with it, and I think that's the current climate and the reason why we have the games that we have, so to speak.
Yeah. Or at least we can stay interested in game as well. So
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like as far as RPGs are concerned and converted, it's one of those things where it's just like people just find them more of a worthwhile thing than anything else, because you have to put a certain amount of investment into it for it to be what it is.
yeah.
Just copying everybody else who's making the exact same kind of RPG, and then it's just
Also, if you're a
garbage.
wee baby, because I feel like there's also the thing of age as well.
Yeah.
That like even the newer stuff, if you're a young wee baby and you're like into it, I feel like you'll stay invested. But whenever time passes, I feel like there's a certain point your attention span kind of like dwindles. But you can't stay 100% invested unless it's like the end all be all like this sustains my serotonin. I like TikTok or like YouTube, but you find it for the stupid things.
The silliest thing. I don't know. I wanted to mean something. You phone?
Yeah, and your phone agrees with you.
Your phone is the epitome of evil, is what it is.
It's like,
but I feel like we'll be buying the Monster Hunters and the Nier Automatas and the Horizon Zero Dawns and the Elden Rings for a very long time.
And it'll always keep continuing. Non-stop.
Because there's just variety. There's far too much where it's just like you can't what is it? It's not so much a sense of denying, because you can definitely deny it and it cannot be your particular cup of tea, but you can't look away from it. Because even if you don't enjoy it, someone around you, someone within the small sphere of community or the large sphere of community that you have, is invested in it.
Yep. And also factor
Stay away from RPGs.
Nope. Never forget also your personas or Shin Megami Tenseis.
Yeah, you cannot get away from RPGs. Many other things you can kind of move away from.
Like visual novels, you can run away.
Or sports games for varying reasons.
Man, fuck sports games. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. Much love to Zero. Even Zero. Okay, actually, funny thing. Me and Zero more recently were talking, and he's like, I'm actually getting bored of my like wrestling games, and I'm like, oh, it's the end of the world.
As we know it.
Because Zero likes his WWE something K whatever. And it's the same instance for like, your sports games. It gets boring. But to like even have someone that like an avid fan like Zero to get tired of, it shows its repetition. And
yeah, repetition is the killer of many things.
Yeah.
It doesn't even pertain to just games, just repetition in general is.
And if it's not even like
perfection,
properly rehash, it gets gross.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. We always want to move forward with something. Otherwise, we feel stuck, and then we try to get unstuck, and then we get depressed if we don't get unstuck, and then we get further stuck.
Yep.
And eventually, when we get out of it, we realize, nope, that's just another pothole, and you get stuck in that one.
And then they activate the pot of greed.
The greed pot. Just another hole. Just another hole. But if you find a comfortable hole and you make a nice little tent in there, you got some nice cup holders. It's not that bad until you get out of it.
Yep. And then you still regret it.
I mean, the regret will always be there as long as you're in a state of being where you're getting stuck. Like, if you're getting stuck, and you stay stuck, and there's no way out of that particular setting for the foreseeable future that you're in right now. Yeah, that's a depressing notion right there. No one likes to be told that they can't progress forward anymore for any length of time, even if it's just like maybe it's just a day or two. You're just like, yeah, no, I can't do this. Your brain will act in defiance, and you will try beyond yourself to do everything you can to get out of it. And either you succeed or you fail, and you have to come to terms with it. And I think that notion is just like the coming to terms with it is what we have been in for a very long time as far as the gaming industry goes. We've just been in content mode. If it doesn't have all the problems of being unfinished, being broken, or just being unfun, then we're just like, all right, well, this is okay. And people are like, this is great. This is super positive. I enjoy this. I love it. What an amazing game. It doesn't have all these other issues and negative aspects to it. And so they love it. And I can't fault them for it, but it's mainly like, it's like not Stockholm syndrome. What is that syndrome where it's just like you basically become more appreciative towards the lesser of something because you've only had the least amount of it.
That sounds like Stockholm syndrome, but I'll double check.
Is it?
It probably not, but I'm gonna double check. So to fight again, it was like
when you've become so used to having the bare minimum just because you've had nothing essentially, that anything better than nothing is just, you know, where you're satisfied. That you don't even look for something that's the best. You don't even look for that that thing that redefines how you see things anymore. You're just like, all right, well, this is better than whatever that was, so it's okay for now, and I'm okay with that. I don't need anything higher than this.
So be minimalistic?
Yeah, minimalistic. There it is.
Yeah, because a lot of people like to be minimalistic, being like, you know, just bare minimums. Like, this is good
We
enough.
live in a minimalistic gaming society currently.
Until we find something better. Like, I know some people are going wild with the Dungeon Fighter game, the fighting game.
Friggin' Ratchet and Clank, even though, you know, it's just a console game. It's only a console game. And if you don't have the mythical PS5, then you have no idea what that even is.
Man, I'm not gonna go sell my soul to get another console.
You don't want to pay $1,200 just to have a PlayStation that's like maybe $400 on a good day?
I'd rather just mug it from someone.
That's what they did. They mugged it from the very people who were trying to sell it to everyone else. And then they were like, well, I feel like that should be in its sense. Like, there should be much more of a crackdown on that than anything else. Like all these other stupid legislations that are trying to get through because we live in a very dumb country.
No, that's too high, you see.
It just seems like the thing that people should be cracking down on worldwide is just like when you take something, an item, a product from a company, and then you resell it. The same product, nothing different. You take the product and sell the product for the highest bidder, and you raise it sky high. Like that, it just seems like something that should be much more like cracked down upon than it is currently, where it's just like, no, it's definitely probably illegal, but
actually, funny thing is,
Amazon exists, and you can't really do anything about them.
Funny thing is, that's technically what normal retail stores are in a nutshell. They pay for something that's cheaper, and they bump up the prices so they can sustain a living. So that's not completely illegal because it's the system itself.
Scalpers can get away with it because you You're just doing what every retail store is doing, but
Yep.
much scummier, sure, but
It's
illegal.
how they can at least hide under the shield known as legal versus illegal.
It's a strange thing.
It's a strange world.
I could take a controller you own that you gave me for maybe like $1, if anything, and then crank that thing up to like $50.
Dude, actually, oh my god, this is actually gonna remind me of an old story. So, story time with Vincent. So,
Okay.
back in high school, near freshman year, once upon a time ago, I was having relations with this chick. Not even like partners. We were just, relations and whatever. And one of the things I did was I forgot my watch there at her place whenever I was in high school time.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom found my watch, took it to a pawn shop. Okay, and be aware, I bought this watch at a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And that bitch was able to sell it for $20. Whenever that shit was 10.
Oh gosh.
So I was like, well, fuck. Now I don't got a nice watch, which was like $10 from Walmart. And I bet you she also was able to get away with it because she doesn't have a leg because she was diabetic and overweight as fuck.
Mm.
But she was able to get away with $20 from my own fucking watch that I forgot. Just because I snoo-snooed and I was like, I ain't wearing a watch while snoo-snooing.
Sweet merciful Vincent. Sweet merciful.
Listen, I said it in a nice way.
You did. I appreciate how hard you had to have gone on the paint for that. Well done, sir. Well played and well done. I almost forgot to do the thing that my phone kept reminding me of because I was so upset with it. I have a problem.
Listen,
But yeah. I feel like at this point in time, it's just gonna be more stuff like that.
Yep, it's a repeating process that will not stop.
Minimalistic content, friggin' oh my sweet merciful.
What happened?
A bad thing, but it is what it is at this point.
I mean, we're at like 3 hours, so would you want to like stop to take care of said thing?
Yeah, but said thing has already unfortunately produced itself in a way that is unreconcilable. But you know what? It is what it is. I will just have to deal with that in the grand scheme of things. Oh. Either way.
But
Either way. With that being said, I want to say first and foremost that I am glad that we were able to do this again and get so much done in a day.
yeah,
Very much looking forward to. Let's do some what's that word? What's that
Outro?
word?
Wait, what's the word you're looking for?
It revolves around us self-plugging. There we go.
Oh,
Let's
right.
shameless plug something.
Shameless plug. All right. So, again, I don't know. Well, I'll probably upload this by tonight, but so that ought to do it for the podcast for now. So, there is honestly myself and Sakura stream. Sakura doesn't have a set schedule due to life. I stream almost every single freaking day, so I try.
So,
Oh, how I
you'll
try.
see him so much more than you'll see me. It'll be a
Yeah.
once in a blue moon experience, but we're going to try. We're going to try. Emphasis on that word. I just want to
Try.
put that try. Tuesday, and do some Fatal Frame for all of you.
Yeah.
For those of you who are definitely in the ballpark and the mentality for like scary games, we're going to try for that. We're going to get you something nice.
Get a nice try and true spook. But don't forget,
Yeah.
wait, was it this Thursday or next Thursday we agreed on?
Thursday.
Okay, this Thursday will be Lost Ark with Sakura and Amaya. So we'll be able to do that. And don't forget, I am, on my side, I am a part of a video game, even though I actually genuinely forget about that a lot of the time. Known as Binary! It is a visual novel dating game involving VTubers, as I am the main voice actor for it. Myself and another lovely person, Mini Haraza? Sorry, Minmin. I'll just refer to her as Minmin. Minmin, because I can't pronounce things to save my life. Look forward to that. There's also a public Discord if you're interested in terms of voice acting. You can go to the public Discord and put in a voice demo yourself. If they find you interesting, they could easily cast you for some of the free roles. We are looking for people for free roles if you volunteer. And yeah. So, like Sakura, he could easily do it because he's a champion. But anyways, I think there's that. I have a Discord. I tweet a lot. Yeah, I think that's it on my side, other than just trying to keep this podcast of Echoes of the Forest is bi-weekly, so look forward to every Tuesday. I mean, every other Tuesday, every 2 weeks. If things change, I either tweet it or I just play something and I'll inform anyone that's at least chilling in the stream that Ayo, we're probably not at least doing it because insert reason right here. But we are always happy to have people chilling and vibing with us as we do the general discussion.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Honestly, this pretty much the end of the subject and the topic on my end as well. I mean, the only other thing is what I continue to put here and everywhere that I possibly can, as much in everyone's face as humanly possible. And I appreciate and I thank everybody who's helped out with this situation, but presently my largest reason for doing the streaming thing right now is to raise funds to pay for my brother's cremation service, and anything beyond that is just to continue to sustain a way of living outside of having a job. So that
Exactly.
isn't because this is technically a job. It's just not paid for unless you're a partner.
I mean, that or subathons, or if anything, you can always try to do things in
unless
the
you're
casting.
a partner or you're sponsored.
Yeah.
People are very generous in donating to you literally every day, but that's only if there's a lot of people. Sad but true.
Yeah. I mean, there's also other paths within it where you could also try to work on the paths like voice acting or advertisements and yada.
Gunpoint. I mean,
or finding someone's credit card and using that credit card.
Gosh darn it, those crazy credit cards are always so... Charge it! Anyway.
Charge it! Alright. But...
yeah, that's basically the most important thing for me. So if you want to do something, I recommend, and I will say this, I will do more for you if you donate than I could ever possibly do for you if you subscribe. Yes, the commercials will be gone, you will be free from them, and that is all on its own just great for you specifically. But if you want to do something for me, do not subscribe, please donate. I can't stress it enough.
Because that does more of things faster than you would legitimately just like subscribing. Because getting it monthly by monthly is very extremely hard unless you're having multiple hustles going around you.
You gotta make the quota, and if you don't make the quota, you get nothing.
Yeah, it sucks, and then you have to wait until the next month, and that hurts. But yeah, I think
that's it.
Yep.
I don't think we have anything.
I think all that's left is to send people off to somewhere.
Adventure.
Yeah.
Who we picking? Are we splitting it? We going half-seas? Are we going all the way? What are we doing?
We can throw people at Starboy, thank you very much for the lovely raid.
Yo, the train. The train came into the station.
No. Wait. What do you mean?
The train came all the way to the station. It's only fair that we take that train and we drive. We drive it right now. So we got some options.
Okay, we have straw,
Mm-hmm.
the flame fisto,
Yeah.
the rotting coffee.
Oh yeah. And on my side, I have
giggles.
Yep. So that's about it as far as I know. Everybody else is either non-existent or
dead in my eyes. Yeah.
Or dead.
Or dead. But anyways, for the second time, we shall do
Dice. Spinny dice.
Dice. I got dice.
I mean,
all right.
honestly.
If I tell you something, just tell me which ones.
Okay.
Okay. It's the D20 again. So.
Right.
So we only have three. We have 4 people.
Yes.
Got to determine it 4 ways.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna roll it.
Good one.
That was a 12.
I will get the dice. Hold on, let me just get the D4. Hold on, Vincent.
Oh, D4.
Yes. Let me. Okay. So, give me numbers assigned to people, and we'll roll it.
I'll just so order.
4.
So flame is 1, Mia is 2, straw is 3, and giggles is 4.
It is 1.
So flame it is, stinky boy.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. He's currently
Alright,
playing the Elder of the Rings, everybody.
You like some Elden rings? You like onion rings? Whatever you like, he's got the rings for. You like Sonic?
I'm hungry. He's very blue.
Going fast.
He's very marble. He's very zoomer. He's not actually a zoomer, but yeah.
Oh, why? But yeah, go give Flame Fist your love, and thank you guys for sticking around for as long as you did. I love all of you. I'm always appreciative of those who are just like wandering on in and staying for any length of time. It's been like 5 hours. You guys are crazy. Thought you would have left it like hour 1 because, gosh darn it, I do not know if I am ever entertaining, but I appreciate if you guys had a good time. Look. You never want to assume you're entertaining. If people like what you do, then they show you you're entertaining. That's my motto.
I mean, that's fair enough. Anyways.
But yeah, we will see you guys somewhere in the future.
Days of Future, yes.
Days of Future, yes. Did I say I was going to do something this Wednesday?
I don't know, but goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.